What's shaking, guys? My name is Luke Dancy. It is Wednesday. It is our Murphy's Magic live show day. That's right. I am here each and every Wednesday, noon Pacific, 3 p.m. Eastern time to chat magic, to answer your questions, and to just hang out with you for a little bit, and to hook you up with all the information that's going on around these parts with Murphy's Magic, and to figure out what's going on with you guys too. We've started to do more and more fun things with you guys. Not only have we been featuring the magic clips you guys have been sending us over the last few months, on last week's show we also made it a point to go in and start to check out some of your Instagram accounts. So that was a lot of fun too. So if you guys want me to do that, please feel free to post your Instagram account in the comments section, and I can literally pull up your accounts in real time. We can check out the clips if you have a specific one you want us to look at, and we could do that. To get the elephant out of the room here, because I know there's the elephant in the room. Yes, I am sunburned. I just got back from Puerto Vallarta in Mexico. I had an amazing time. It was my birthday weekend, so I am back and burned. I have the proof of my trip. So yes, it's good to be back though, and it is good to see you guys out there. We do have a lot of people watching both on our Facebook page and YouTube channels. If you have magic questions, I always want to kick off the show by letting you know that's why we're here specifically. I know there's a lot of magic products on the market, so if you have questions about those, I do have the inside access to the information, to the about the products that are out there. And on the other side of the coin, if you guys have magic questions in general, my background is pretty diverse, both as a performer, as a magic creator. I have magic products on the market, and also as a magic consultant. I did some consulting for TV for 7 years. I worked with Chris Angel, had a blast, and learned a lot. So if you guys have questions about specific things, I'll do my best to answer those as well along the way. So I do want to give some shout outs. Want to welcome you guys to this week's show, and hope you've all enjoyed your 4th of July. If you guys are here in the States, yesterday, of course, was the 4th of July, and so we were having lots of good fireworks and fun here in the States. All right, cool. So let us see what's going on specifically over on YouTube first. And yes, you can see there we do have a very cool thing coming up for you guys next week. Next Wednesday, we have Mr. Menny Lindenfeld popping up. He'll be joining me live to talk all about his brand new release called True. I'll show you guys the trailer here in just a little bit. It is really, really, really good stuff. Really visual stuff. A lot of people think Menny is just a mentalist. The guy does so much more. So I know you're going to love that. We can't wait to have him with us next week. All right. So some shout outs along the way, as I mentioned. How we doing out there? Shadow Smiles, nice to see you. Magic R2, shout out to you. How you doing out there? Yes, Marco, you caught more of the stream today. Nice to have you with us, Marco. Where are you tuning in from? What are the best ways to ask for money busking? What hat lines have you heard that you like? Now, David, I'm not going to lie to you. I haven't done any busking myself. It's not something that I've ever tried. But I do know that there are some resources I can recommend when it comes to that, because I'm not going to try to give you information that I don't know. Okay, a couple of people to check out. Gazzo, Gazzo. You may be familiar with him. A specific, he's got a lot of good things specific to busking. Another good guy, Jim Cellini, Cellini. Cellini was another master of busking. A lot of good advice, and of course, Cosmo. Cosmo has shared a lot of good advice as well when it comes to busking and things like that. So. Unfortunately, I don't have any specific tips for you, but I hope that maybe one of those resources will help you out. So let me know if you need any other help with that, though. All right. Should you always use props in your magic acts? I mean, Luke, you don't have to. Nice name, by the way. I think it's good to be well-rounded and to have impromptu magic ready to go at a moment's notice. It's also good to have some things ready to go. As a magician, what we do shouldn't be limited to us being prepared or not. You know what I mean? So, yeah. David, it's hard work busking. Thanks for the names. Yeah, I mean, David, you're welcome. It is hard work. David, where are you located? Because I know that in a lot of really busy cities, it's very, very cool to have all these setups, all these different entertainers on the streets doing stuff. I know in Florida, I think down in Key West, they have people out by the water. Here in Vegas, down on Fremont Street, we have different street performers. It's a pretty cool thing. What do you think about the magic trick breach? Haven't seen it myself. I got to be honest, so I'm a big fan of Patrick Kuhn. I believe that is Patrick's trick with the $2 bill, right, where you split it. So Patrick is good stuff. So I'd have to give it a recommendation just based on that. What's up, Ricards? Good to see you as always. David, you're in Huntington Beach. Oh, nice. Okay, yeah. So very, very touristy, which is good. Yeah. I've been to Huntington Beach. I believe out on the pier, they have people playing steel drums and stuff. Pretty cool stuff. Jan, good to see you again from Holland. I remember you, man. How are you doing? Rob Greenlee, good to see you. He says that'd be such a cool spot to busk. Yeah, it would be, right? It'd be really cool to be out there on the pier, chilling out there, doing some magic, for sure. All right. I am going to jump back over here to Facebook, too. I know we have some Facebook friends watching, so let me just pull up our Facebook feed, and we can see what you guys are up to as well. And, again, if you guys are just joining us, just kicking off this week's show, it's going to be kind of a relaxed show. I'm coming back from vacation. Had a nice getaway. My girlfriend surprised me and got me away from Vegas, which was a very nice surprise. But if you guys have magic questions along the way, I don't really have any specific magic clips to show you this week. I just got in late last night. So today is more of a, today's definitely much more of a relaxed day for us to just hang out and for me to try to help you out with any of the magic questions that you might have for us, okay? So let's jump back over here to Facebook, though. I see my buddy Nick Marshall. Nick, always good to see you, brother. Thanks for tuning in. Looks like you've had an upgrade in the office. Yes, Nick, we are continuing to upgrade what I am doing here at Murphy's. So, yes, you'll be seeing lots and lots of new stuff along the way. Yes, thanks for noticing, bud. I'm not sure how to pronounce. Oh, yes, Mafia Boy. How you doing out there? Always good to see you from Bulgaria, my friend. Thanks for tuning in. Good to see you. That's why another reason I love doing these. People over the world. It's nice to meet so many new people each and every week. So thanks, Mafia Boy, for tuning in. It's always good to see you. Daniel Ricks, always a pleasure, my friend. And I am definitely trying to stay cool here in Vegas. Yes. Ben Sands, another Magic Wednesday. Yes, it is. Good to see you, Ben. Tommy, what you got going on there, Tommy? Nice to see you. What would you recommend a beginner magician start out with? A beginner magician, I would suggest a couple different resources, Tommy. If you're looking for just kind of like a general magic education, a couple of good books. One of them is there's a book called Now You See It. It's from Bill Tarr. It's got a lot of very, very good stuff in there, a lot of variety of stuff. Another good book is the Mark Wilson Complete Guide to Magic, I think is what it's called, but it's by Mark Wilson. Another great resource for kind of getting into magic. Of course, the Tar Bell series has a lot of good beginner stuff. And you know what? There's also the Klutz Book of Magic. You can find some really cool stuff at bookstores, too, kind of getting into beginner stuff. I know Josh J. had a beginner set out and things like that. So if you're looking for books, those are a couple of resources. If you're looking for more, Tommy, be sure to let me know, and I can try to help you out. Mafia Boy, what magic to do in these shows like AGT and BGT, tips for a TV career? I think the big thing, man, if you're going to get into TV stuff, number one, you got to make sure that you're aware that the TV camera, the cameras that are watching you, doesn't blink. Misdirection that works in person doesn't work on TV. That's a very key thing. Visual is going to work, of course, because it's TV. You got a camera locked in on you. Visual is good, for sure. I think when it all comes down to, though, if you want to go on to a TV show and do stuff, it's not just about the magic that you do. It's also about the story that you bring to the table. And I'm not speaking from personal experience. I've seen what's happened to different people, and they've admitted to it, that a lot of the thing isn't just about your skill. It's also about, are you relatable? Do people like you? Do you have something that people can kind of jump onto? And the empathy factor. I'll give you a great example. Recently there's been a lot of magicians popping up on America's Got Talent. And a couple guys that are two of the most talented guys in the world. I'll just put it that way. Eric Jones and Xavier Mortimer. Eric, we all know, beautiful coin work and card work. Guy just does everything very well. And then Xavier Mortimer, who started out as a performer, Cirque du Soleil performer here in Vegas, now has his own show, I believe at Planet Hollywood. And they got cut so short on the show. I think it happened last week. It was sad. But then you have a young kid go on who's got a story behind him. And I'm not going to take that away from him. But they gave him airtime. And it just seems like they pick and choose who they want to put on TV based on relatability, empathy factor, and of course there's talent involved too. But I think that showed and said a lot about magic on those type of shows. So you need to be kind of relatable and have a hook, I think is a good way to put it. So, yeah. David De Herrera, good to see you, sir. The Fox targets are packed for camping this weekend. David, that's great, man. Have a great trip. Love to hear that. I'm glad they came your way. And congrats again on picking those up. Let's jump back up here to the top. Let's see. All right. So, again, as you see on the screen there, if you're just joining me, we do have Mr. Menny Lindenfeld joining me next week. It's going to be a lot of fun. Menny joined me a few months ago we talked all about his aux bender. You guys had a lot of good questions about it. If you still haven't seen the aux bender, you definitely should check it out if you're interested in doing any kind of metal bending. It's one of the easiest things around. It's not only easy to do physically, but it's also easy to pull off and execute. So a couple good points with that. So Menny will be back on next week to chat with me right here on this show. We'll be talking all about his brand new release called True. I'm going to run the trailer for you in just a second. And anything else you want to talk about. So he'll be joining me for about an hour and a half, maybe an hour or so. So if you want to get some questions in about that, it's going to be a lot of fun. And last time Menny had a lot of questions. So if you have any, and you know that you won't be able to join us for the show, feel free to post those comments in the replay of this, and I'll try to go in and pick out some questions too if you guys don't have a chance to get those in live with us. I know it's summertime, people are out traveling and having fun, but if you do want to have some specific things asked, go ahead and post those in the comment section from this show, and I'll try to pick them out. All right. Speaking of Menny and True, let's check out the trailer. This is fun stuff. It's visual, and it's impromptu. Now, this does come with the bands to start to practice and to work on it. They're not gimmicked bands, though. I want to say that. These are specially designed bands from Joe Reinfleisch, one of the most gifted rubber band performers in the world. So he's included some rubber bands with this set to help you get going the right way. But take a look at this. Remember, this is an impromptu piece of magic that you can do as long as you got some rubber bands around. It's new. It's original. And I know you're going to dig it. So check out the trailer for True. I'll be back in just a minute. You guys feel free to keep posting those questions for me. It's good to be back. It's good to see you guys. And I hope you're all having a good Wednesday so far. Let's keep going. All right. Be back in a minute.
Let's try this. Look, give me your hand. I'm going to tie the rubber band on top. So now I want you to hold your hand tight against my hand like this. I want you to watch this point right here and just push right through.
Yo! Unbelievable! Unbelievable! Wow, wanna see it again.
And I have here some rubber bands. I'm gonna put the rubber band on my finger like this, and I'm going to tie my end of the fingers like this, all right? So now we have the rubber band trapped right there. It doesn't go anywhere, that's the idea, okay? And watch this, 1, 2, and it goes right through my finger. Wow. Give me this hand, okay? I'm gonna take the rubber band, and I'm going to tie these two fingers. Now, go like this with me, okay? Now you are going to do this. So grab the middle right there, and just push right through.
There you go, my friends. That is a look at True by Mr. Menny Lindenfeld. It definitely gives you a much better idea of what this is about than me trying to tell you about it, right? As you can see, this is not just one effect, it's multiple effects. The visible penetration of the rubber band through the fingers, multiple different methods to do it. And you saw it at the end where it actually can also travel onto someone else's hand, which is pretty cool. So that's going to be exciting. Again, that'll be next week, next Wednesday. Same time, same place, noon Pacific, 3 p.m. Eastern time. We'll have Mr. Menny Lindenfeld live to chat with me all about True. So it's going to be cool. So if you guys are around, you should join us. Make sure to set those notifications to on if you do want to join us when we're live. Again, we do these things once a week at least. We do live shows. So if you want to make sure you don't miss one going forward, you can subscribe to our YouTube channel. You get notified that way. And also over on Facebook, you can turn your notifications on our channel. It's pretty easy. All right. Cool. I did see some questions about this along the way too. So let's jump back over to YouTube real quick. David says it is an absolutely beautiful effect. I agree. Can't argue with that. Let's see. Someone asked, is this a download or DVD? Marielle, this is a DVD, I believe, because it does come with rubber bands. So it may be a download link, but it is something that you receive in the mail. It's not just a strict download. It's not just something you download and you do. It is something that includes the rubber bands with it. So I do want to say that it's something that's actually shipped to you. So yeah, I don't know the specifics on how you learn it, but you do get something in the mail. Yeah. Curtis Lee says dramatic music for the win. I know, right? Gotta love those magic trailers. Fun stuff. Yeah. Keep rubber bands on my wrist at all times. I do need some higher quality bands though. Yeah, Jack. I mean, someone was mentioning a couple moments ago. I do want to mention this as well, because the True set does come with the rubber bands from Joe Reinfleisch. I saw someone over on our Facebook page mention something about the rubber bands. So let's jump back over there real quick and give you some deets on the bands. Who was it here? Scott Vance says, buy yourself a rainbow pack from Joe, great bands. Yeah, that's right. You can buy the bands from Joe Reinfleisch. He does have a great way that he produces the bands. They're specific for rubber band magic. So you can definitely find those from Joe Reinfleisch. Brad Hart, good to see you. Danny Weiser, happy birthday. Thank you, sir. If I'm not mistaken, Danny, we have the same birthday, so I want to wish you also a happy birthday. Good to see you, Danny, as always. Hope life is treating you well, my friend. I'd love to have you back on sometime just to chill, man. It'd be fun. Yeah. So I did see that over there. A couple other people over on our Facebook also mentioned there's some other magicians that were on the show too. America's Got Talent. Colin McLeod. Colin McLeod's definitely on there. I know he's gotten more attention than people like Eric and Xavier, though, because he did his kind of suggestive act where he's able to pick up on people's body language and stuff. He got a lot of airtime, and it hit the internet pretty hard too. So I think Colin, but he's definitely a name to mention for sure. Ines, good to see you over here. Lazarus, always a pleasure, my friend. He says, it's funny you say that. My friend Derek Hughes said that. AGT is kind of deceiving. The title, it's more story than skill. Him and Smoothini told me that. Yeah, I mean, it's TV. And that's what we all have to realize when it comes to TV shows like America's Got Talent. It's not really just a talent show. It's a reality TV show. And I think that you all know that reality TV show is not reality. It's anything but. And I can say that honestly as someone that's worked in reality TV. It's all scripted. So there you go. So yes, let us now jump back over to YouTube, see what you guys have to say about any of this stuff. And then we'll continue to keep taking your questions. Again, if you are just joining me, we do these shows each and every week. Today is more of a relaxed show. I literally just got back in town last night, flew in from Puerto Vallarta, Mexico. Got back from vacation. That's why I'm sunburned. But so today's show is more of a little bit of a Q&A thing, answer some questions along the way, whether it's product specific or just magic advice. I'm here. And again, if you guys want me to show off any of your Instagram accounts, if you want to drop me your Instagram account name in the comment section, maybe tell me where on your grid, on your feed you want me to look, we could do that too. All right. Back over here to YouTube. The real life Sherlock Holmes. That's right, Stefan. I think that was Colin Cloud's kind of character on there. Thomas, hope you had a happy 4th of July, Luke. I did, Thomas. Thank you. Hope you did the same, assuming you're in the States. Ricard, hey Luke, can you please check out my Instagram latest post? My Instagram is Ricard. Yes, of course I will do that. So, and again, I mentioned this before to you guys. This is something I'm definitely going to start to do more and more. I'll be featuring your Instagram accounts and what you're up to as well in real time. So I will pull that up in just a sec. What's up, Magic Tricks? How we doing out there? Good to see you over on our YouTube channel. All right, so give me just a sec while I pull that up. I'm going to pull up Mr. Ricard's account, and he did say it was his latest post. So let's see what his latest post is all about. All right, we are logged into the Murphy's Magic account. So the cool thing about that is I can actually give you guys some love along the way. So this is Ricard's account right here. We're going to check out his latest post. That would be a trick with a cell phone, it looks like. So let's pull this up and see what he's got. It says how to get money for free. Okay, make some money appear inside the phone. Pull it out. Oh, yes. There you go. Good stuff. Got to give that some love. Good stuff, Mr. Ricard's. Look like you had another little clip here. SpongeBob magic is cool, kind of. No, it's not. That's funny. And he's got some other fun things here, too, Mr. Ricard's. So what's this? Got a little envelope action. What is this? Let's see what this is. Got a card. He says this is Manila by Julio Montero. I like Julio. Got a card and envelope. Ah, cool. Changes in the envelope. And there you go. All right, that's pretty cool. Give that some love, too. Good stuff. So that's our buddy Ricard. He's watching live right now over on our YouTube channel. All right. Thanks for sharing your account with us, my friend. And it's always good to see you, as always, as well. Cool. I am going to pop back over here to YouTube, make sure that I'm not missing anyone else that would like me to do that. Can you pull up YouTube videos? Yes, I can. I will say that I'm not going to play the volume. The reason I can't do volume on videos specifically, Facebook, because we are streaming out right now to Facebook and YouTube at the same time. Facebook is very sketchy when it comes to the music that you use. So if you guys have some music that Facebook thinks is against their policies, then it'll stop the stream on Facebook. So, yeah. Dylan, Luke, I just want to say that it's very nice of you to check out people's Instagram accounts. Oh, yeah, you got it, Dylan. Yeah, I remember showing off some of your stuff last week, Dylan, and it's good to see you, my friend. Alex Torre, one question, Luke, do you do any stack work? I think this question has been asked before. I do a very little bit of it, Alex. I do some, but I don't do a whole lot. Yeah, absolutely. Rob Greenlee, I see you out there. You'd like us to check out your account. Happy to, as always. Anything specific, Rob, that you would like us to have a look at, I'll be happy to do that for you, buddy. And it's good to see you as always, Rob. Okay, I had another question while we're waiting for that. Cardistry Con is very, very near. Yes, Marielle, it sure is. And if you guys are going, I hope you have a blast. Of course, safe travels. Is there going to be a new Murphy's review show? All in all. Oops, let me pull up YouTube so you guys can see your faces up there too. There we go. All right. So here's my thoughts on the review show thing that you just mentioned. No is the answer. The reason for it, as an employee of Murphy's Magic, it would be very easy for me to just every week tell you guys about stuff. I don't think that that's a good idea because whether or not it's true, I could very easily be biased and people could look at that as, well, Luke just works for Murphy's. He wants us just to like everything. I've started to do more videos, been really getting into that type of stuff. So one thing I will start to do for you guys is I'm going to do two things. Number one, I'm going to start to do like a weekly heads up. I'm calling it like what's new this week. I'm going to do something else with this too. I'm going to have you guys actually help me figure out what this new name of this weekly thing should be, and we'll get into that later. But I'll be doing a weekly show where basically it's not live like this, a weekly video where it's like, this is what's coming up this week. And then also every now and then I'll also post a video specific just to a trick that is legit, something I really, really like. That's something that I'll be doing soon as well. So a weekly kind of product review show, no. Again, because it's just a blur of stuff. There's new stuff every week, so it's just me telling you about the next trick, the next trick, the next trick. And I don't think that's fair to you guys. There's enough review shows out there anyway. And as someone, again, that works for Murphy's, I don't think that my opinion will be as, because I'm not disconnected. You know, I do work for the company. And so we won't be doing any review shows. I don't think it's a very good idea, and the team agrees. So, but we will be doing other things to get you guys informed about the magic that is coming out. Okay. So yeah. All right. Let's go back down here. What's up, JR? Good to see you. Sorry for salmon, but yeah, the 3-ball juggling video will probably inspire you guys, right? Okay, David, we'll get into that in just a minute. Where was Rob? I want to see just that latest post. All right, Rob. So we're going to head over to Instagram, check out Mr. Rob Greenlee's latest post. So join me together. Again, if you guys would like me to do this for you, I'm more than happy to. This show is not about me. This is not about what I'm doing. This is all about you guys and just trying to help you, answer any of those questions that you guys might have. That's why we're here each and every week. All right. Here we come, Mr. Rob Greenlee. Says something about that account. Is that page not available? There we go. I had an extra space. All right, so let us jump over together to Instagram and check out my buddy, Mr. Rob Greenlee. It's always good to see Rob, what he's up to. Here is his latest video. Again, I don't have any audio for you guys. Like I said, it's tough sometimes. They will pull your feed if you have music that you shouldn't. I do like to quote. I don't know if you guys can see that. Those who don't believe in magic will never find it. All right, it's from Doll. It's good stuff. So let's take a look at this together. Oh, yes. I see what he's doing already. Got a little haunted deck action. All right. Oh, yeah. I love it when it shoots out like that. That's cool. Some other nice... you can see just the reactions that he's getting. Yeah, I love it. It's always fun to see people out and about doing stuff, for real people. It's not just about us doing magic for cameras and all that, but it is a fun thing that we're able to share these type of reactions with each other. This is another trick, Sunday Fun Day Jams. Oh, you know what I forgot to do? The most important thing. Shame on me. Gotta love it. Love it, love it. Thank you, Rob. Here is another thing. This is Sunday Fun Day Jams with his buddy Commission Magician. So it looks like we got got an 8 of spades. We got a red card. Look like a 9 of hearts. We got another black, oil and water. Okay, so another black card. Red card. Another black card. And red. So we're going to mix them all up. They separate. Nice. Got all the black ones over here. And now, right there, all the red ones. I think I see a Revolution deck down there on the table. See that next to the drink with the deck face up? Yeah, that's a Revolution deck. I see it. I see you down there, Rob. Cool. We'll give that a love, too. All right. So there we go. Looks like maybe one more phase. Just spread them out. Excuse me. Just spread them out and show them all mixed. And now got... Okay, black, red, black, and what are we doing here? Now they're all back to separate again. All right, good stuff. Give that a love. Good stuff. All right, thank you, Rob Greenlee, for letting us check out your Instagram account. All right. And again, guys, don't forget, we are on Instagram too with Murphy's Magic. Don't forget to be following us there. We do deck giveaways. I'm pretty sure you'll be seeing another deck giveaway in the near future. I also do go live on Instagram a couple times a week, and you do get notified with a little circle, so if you're not following us, you don't get to see that every time you go on because you might miss us. So make sure you are checking us out over there. We do love to see what you guys are up to. I do actively go in because I do run the account and see what else you guys are doing online, so don't be shy. But yeah, make sure to give us a follow. We would love to make sure that you see all the fun stuff that is going on out there. All right, let's jump back over here to Facebook. It's been a hot minute since we've been there. All right, so I'm just going to give that a little refresh, and we will see what is going on the old Facebook. All right. Okay. And don't forget, too, you'll be seeing this pop up on the screen in just a moment. If you are just joining us, I want to welcome you, by the way, if you're just tuning in. Today's show, more of a relaxed show. Just got back from my little vacation getaway, and so today's show is more relaxed, chill, just hanging out with you guys, answer questions, and we're going to pull up Facebook here and see what you guys have to say, any questions. But as you do see this pop up, you'll also notice that we have someone very special popping up next week, Mr. Menny Lindenfeld. That's right, guys. I'll be joined next week by the man himself live right here. So if you want to check us out, we will be back next week with him to talk all about his brand new release called True. All right. Brett J. What's the best source to learn the ins and outs of loops that's not the intro you get with the purchase? He does have a DVD set, Brett, which I'll pull up here in just a moment. He does have a set that is out there. I think he did it with Finn John. So let's go over to the Murphy's Magic website. This is another fun thing that we can do together, guys. I can bring you into the Murphy's Magic world. Again, if you guys have never visited our site, I want to give you a quick heads up before we get into this. Murphy's Magic only sells to dealers. We are a wholesaler. So we distribute magic all over the world to magic dealers. But the fun thing is, if you do see things on our website that you like, all you have to do is hit up your favorite magic dealer and they will hook you up with the stuff that you see on our website. We feature more and more new stuff every single day. So feel free to take a look around, peek around. But if you do see stuff you like also on our social media, definitely hit up your favorite dealer. Another fun thing, I'm going to jump back on for a second. Another really fun thing that I've been able to help you guys out with, and I'm very happy to do it for you, because sometimes you're in a country or a state even here in the United States, you don't know where the closest magic shops are. If you guys want to know where to shop magic, maybe to help you out with your shipping prices or whatever, hit us up on Facebook specifically. I get a lot of good messages there. If you want to use email, you can do that too. I'll bring this up on the screen for you. This is the email address to use. But if you want to know where the magic shops are near you, hit us up, and I can look up that information for you and make sure that you can save some money on shipping, or maybe you're in a country where you don't know where magic is going on. I can help you out. Just wanted to say that along the way. Okay? But let us now jump back over to the Murphy's Magic website, because we're going to check out some loops action. And of course, right here on the front page is Mr. Diego Masica. We'll be having him soon as well to talk all about his brand new release. As you can see right there, Tarantula 2. It's going to be a good one. All right, but right now, someone had a question about learning more about loops. This is a great resource. This is a 2 DVD set. It's only $30. It's by Diego Masica and Finn John. Finn John's actually the originator of loops. If you guys aren't familiar, he basically sold the rights to the concept of loops to Diego, and Diego has done an incredible job with them. But that's why he has Finn John on this project with them. Again, it's a 2 DVD set. It's a great price, only $30. And this will tell you the ins and outs of how to use loops, different routines with loops. You can see here's a few things from Volume 1, floating cigarette, bending knife. You've got a floating bubble, jumping bill, PK touch, floating card. Volume 2, we got the phenomenal fork, world's best haunted pack, floating ring, the force, floating bill, mystery glasses. And the cool thing is, if you do buy the 2 DVD set, the inner circle card is included. The inner circle card is great. I cannot recommend it enough, especially if you're wanting to get into loops work. The inner circle card alone, I believe, is $20. What that is, and that comes with loops too, by the way. Think of it like a business card or credit card, more like a credit card, that opens up. And when it opens up, you're able to put your loops around it. I think it holds 8. And so you can keep that in your wallet. And then when you want to, maybe you break one or you want to, just put one on, you literally just open up the thing and slip your wrist inside or your hand inside, and it goes right on your wrist. Inner Circle comes with the 2 DVD set. So that's a no-brainer too. And it's a very, very cool way to carry them around. Very practical way to carry around your loops. So I did want to mention that. I wasn't even aware that the 2 DVD set came with the Inner Circle. That's great. Another cool thing about loops I want to make sure you guys are aware of is that they used to come with 5. A pack of loops came with 5. Now they come with 8, but it's the same price. So that's a pretty cool thing too. But there's the resource for you. That is the Loops 1 and 2 DVD set. There is another resource out there for loops. Let me see if it pulls up. I know what it is, but I don't remember the name of it. Odyssey. Yes, this is it. This is another resource just about, it says here 27 effects over 2 hours of magic using loops. And this is approved, by Diego Masica. You've got it right here. Diego actually gives a quote. He says, creative ideas with loops and definitely worth learning. So there's another resource to learn routines and things to use with loops. And this is a course, again, called Odyssey. Pretty cool stuff. So a couple different resources for you. I don't want to dwell on it, but if you guys are interested in learning more about loops, there you go. Good question out there on loops. Those are fun. I mean, those are just really, really cool to have on you. You can do some really, really powerful magic with loops. Yeah, absolutely. Brett J says that's a sweet deal. Yeah, true that. It is. I didn't realize it came with the Inner Circle. That's pretty freaking cool. But let's see. Back over here on Facebook. Rob Dodge, pleasure to see you, man. Hope you're having a good Wednesday. He says, Finn's routine with the bubbles is awe-inspiring. Yes, Finn John does amazing work with bubbles. So does Losander. That's some really magical stuff to see. Very cool. Alex, good to see you. No magic shop in Aberdeen, Scotland. I think there's one in Scotland, though, if I'm not mistaken. Roy Walton's shop is pretty close to you, isn't it? Ines, nice to see you. Bob Miller, hola. Good afternoon, everyone. Hope you all had a great 4th. I know I did, Bob. Hope you did as well. Thank you for that. So, something butterfly is coming soon. Yes, Christopher, it sure is. We've been teaming up with the butterfly guy. You guys have seen the butterfly decks. We have a lot of very exciting and fun things coming your way with those decks of cards. So, hope you're ready. It's going to be fun. It's going to be really, really fun. All right. Cool. Let's jump back over here to YouTube, see what you guys got going on over on the old YouTube channel. Let's see. I know you guys have been waiting patiently, so let's see if you have any questions over there for me, and we will pull those up. All right. So, hello, YouTube. Okay. Let's see. Let me pull that down. There we go. All right. Stefan, what does Eric Jones specialize in? Coins or cards? You know, Stefan, I think he specializes just in close-up magic. But he's definitely known as being a specialist with coins, for sure. But he can handle a deck of cards. He can hold his own. We'll put it that way. He can definitely hold his own. Hey, Luke, my latest Instagram was me practicing my controls. Could you give me some feedback? Yes, we will give you some feedback. So let's pull up your account, my friend. And we will do that. Let me answer a couple quick questions first before we do that. But I do have you saved up there. Hello, everybody in the chat room. Yes, Philip. I got your name right this time. Good to see you, Philip. Thanks for joining us today. Stefan, I wish I could get it, but I'm kind of low on cash. Hey, man, no worries. Moravians, always good to see you guys out there. All right, thanks for joining us. Sucker Punch is a must. Luke will, yes, Sucker Punch is a must. Good stuff. If you can find some loops and last 3 performances will be a miracle. Hey, Rex, if you're a worker, I get it. I totally work it. That thing, or those things, they can go quick if you're using them a lot, for sure. Magic Galore and More in Orange County. Shout-outs. All right, so let's give a shout-out to Magic Galore and More in Orange County. All right, check them out. Sound like they're a dealer out there as well. Moravians, we haven't received our order of Roughing Balm yet. Have you had a chance to play with it yet? Not me. I haven't had a chance to play with it myself. No. Yes. All right. We will show your Instagram stuff now. All right. So let us do that. Let me pull that back up. And I believe the latest post was some controls and different things. So let's... I think it was the Joker of the deck. So let's pull them up over on the old Instagram. All right. There we go. All right, my friends. Here we go. Back over on the old Instagram. One of our viewers watching over on YouTube right now wanted us to check out their stuff. So that is exactly what we're going to do right about now. His latest post right here. Let's see what we got going on. A little control practice. Got some tally-hos. Our buddy, the Joker of the deck. Here we go. All right. Let's see. We got 4 diamonds here. Goes back. And Philip Haas coming, maybe. Yeah. Okay. All right. Yep, to the bottom. All right. That was cool. All right. Let's see what else you got going on here. 3 of hearts. All right. Face up. Maybe a top card cover, or what are you going to do? Yes. No. All right. Got it. All right. Cool. Very good, very good. So let's see what else you got going on here. All right, so we got a deuce of hearts this time, and all right, little color change action. All right, very good, very good. And we'll see. I think there's probably time for one more here. We got 6 of diamonds here. Goes back in the middle, and all right, that one was definitely better. All right, it's 8 of diamonds. My bad. And look like a side still. All right, there it is. 6 diamonds. All right, cool. All right, man. So I will give you some quick thoughts because you asked for some feedback. So I will give you some quick feedback on the controls. The one thing I would say, I can feel it just watching your clip here, is it seems like you're very tense with the deck of cards. That is a telltale for anything, really. I can tell that you're just very... You're holding the deck very tight. Things feel very close. What I would definitely say is practice, one, just holding the deck the right way. It also looked like you were kind of holding the deck in a high grip instead of like the correct grip, the mechanics grip. The one problem is, and I'm not bashing you, my friend. I want to say this. One problem that people have in general is they start to run before they can walk. With card magic specifically, if you're not able to hold the deck of cards the right way to begin with, then when you try to learn the moves to go forward, you're never going to be able to learn them the right way. The basics are the basics and the foundations for a reason. One of the reasons I always preach to people that I think that card college is such a good idea to invest in. I know Nick Marshall, I'm getting my commission, is because it starts off showing you the different pressure points and the different spots of your hand. It has an illustration of your hand, and it tells you where to place the deck in your hand so that when you do start to learn these moves along the way, you're actually learning them the right way. Because the truth is, once you start to learn moves the wrong way, it's really hard to go back and do it the right way. So I would say one thing is just to be relaxed with the moves that you're doing. I've said this before too, because you were pretty specific with the pass there. Keep in mind too, you never have to do the pass under a microscope. And what I mean by that is a lot of people think, okay, when you get the card put back on the deck and you get your break, you have to do the move like right then to do the trick. The reality is you can wait. As long as you got that break there, you can wait until people are talking or something's going on, and then you can do the move after that. That's something I think is really important with all of our Magic, is we never need to just do the move right after the card gets back. We don't just have to do the move. Same with any kind of Magic that we do. As long as you're ready to do it whenever you feel like it. And I mentioned this before about Max Malini. He used to produce a block of ice, and the way he did it was, and the way he told people was, he would wait. He would wait until there was a relaxed moment, and he would do it on the offbeat. So I think you're going down the right path there, and I do love the pass. Just work on holding the deck and doing the moves slowly and smoothly. That will take you further than trying to do the moves quickly. I've said this before too, that if you do a move, if you do everything else kind of slow and then you do a move, even though if they don't know what the move is, they see that moment, and that moment is a telltale sign. So I did enjoy it, and I would love to see you as you continue to grow with your card work for sure. So thanks for sharing that with us. All right. Let's see. Hi, Luke. Can you maybe give some feedback on my latest Instagram video? My name is... Yes, we'll do that. We'll do that as well. Another Instagram friend here. So let me pull that up together. I want to make sure you guys get your shout-outs along the way, too. So that is our buddy Jan William. I think he's from Holland, if I'm not mistaken. So let's copy that. And I will pull that up. And we can watch another YouTube thing. So... All right. Thank you, sir. Really helpful. Really respect your feedback. Thanks. Yeah, I mean, here's the thing. When I'm asked for feedback or criticism, I'll give it. But I'm not the kind of person that's just going to criticize or give feedback just because I think you should hear what I have to say. But you are welcome. I'm always here to be honest with you. And I think that's one thing we have to realize as magicians is that sometimes we tell people what they want to hear. It doesn't help your friends. It doesn't help you, because then they start to look at you as validation when sometimes you're not being real with them. And I think that's something that we should be more honest with each other as magicians. When someone shows you something and it doesn't look good, you should tell them. It's not that you're trying to say you're better than them, but if you see some problems with what they're doing, if you tell them it looks fine, that's not helping them. I learned that the hard way myself, so that's why I'm sharing it. Okay. So let's jump back over to Instagram, and we'll show off another account. This one is from our buddy Jan William, I believe. Hope I pronounced that right. All right, give me just a second here, and we will pull that up. All right. And here we go. Looks like he's chilling out with Shin Lim recently. That was pretty cool. All right, so here's our buddy Jan William, hanging out over on YouTube right about now. Did he have a specific thing? I think he might have wanted me to check out the latest one. So let's go here, and let's see what he's got going on. Murphy's Magic, Sucker. Oh, Sucker Punch. All right, let's see what we got, bud. Here we go. All right, it's got the red chip. Oh, here comes the... Feel the color change coming on. Yeah, there we go. Nice. That's sick. There we go. That looks good. All right, cool. I like this comment. Holy shit. Yeah, that's definitely the kind of reactions you get with Sucker Punch, right? Definitely got to give that some love, and thank you for sharing that. As always, guys, I am logged into the Murphy's Magic account, so if you'd like us to check your stuff out, I do give, I give some love along the way too, and it is from the Murphy's Magic account. I'll also post a quick comment here. There we go. So that'll show up on his feed as well. All right. Keep up the good work there, my friend. Here he is recently hanging out with the one and only Mr. Shin Lim. All right. Shin's awesome and just a heck of a nice guy. So very cool. You got a chance to meet up with him. All right. Thank you, my friend, for sharing that with us. All right. Very, very cool. Yeah, Sucker Punch. People like it. People like it. They love it. It's a good one. It is definitely a good one. So nice to see you out there using that. All right. Let's jump back over to Facebook. I want to make sure I keep our Facebook friends in the loop too. So let's jump back over there. So hang on tight. Here we go. What's up, Facebook friends? Hello, Luke. Renew wishes for your birthday. Oh, thanks, Leo. Thank you very much, man. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Ines, I love your trick capture. Just got it a couple weeks ago. I also love Tarantula 2. Looks awesome. Could you show a trailer? Yeah, Ines, I'll pull up the trailer here shortly, if you like, for Tarantula 2. I do want to give you a couple quick updates on what the new stuff is. I know I've mentioned this in the past, so I'll make it quick, guys. A few of the new features for Tarantula 2 that I know people will love. Number one, rechargeable batteries now. No more buying those little round batteries, those little guys, no more. Number two is that the motor is totally silent. Some of the technology these days does have the little humming noise. It's gone. Totally silent with Tarantula 2. So you don't have to worry about doing this just in a loud environment. It's also lockable, the motor. So you can lock it, unlock it. And it's just more, it was made to be more stealth-like and to fit better in your hand. So we will show the trailer for Tarantula 2 in just a few moments. So happy to do that for you. All right. Larby, I hope you check my Instagram. Yeah, why not? We'll do that. I haven't done any of those from Facebook yet, I don't think. So I think that's only fair. So let me do that real quick. We'll pull this one up. And then try to answer some more questions for you, all right? So give me just a moment, guys, while we pull up our buddy Larby's account over on Instagram and see what he's up to. Also, if you could let me know there's a specific thing you want us to look at. Here we go. We'll check out his latest one, maybe. All right. So, welcome to Instagram for our buddy Arby. All right. Says he's an artist, a professional magician, sleight of hand entertainer, street magician, and a cardist. Man, he does it all. Cool. I like this photo. It's pretty dope. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Give that a little love. Looks good. Looks like he's. Oh yes, he's a man of split personalities here. He can do many things at once. All right, give us some love. Don't know what this is. A coin magic video. Let's check out some coin magic. All right, here we go. What's up, buddy? How we doing? All right, let's see what we got going on here. Got a coin. Goes in the old hand. And it's gone. Oh, yes. Here we go. Nice production here. I can feel it. Yeah, looks good. Dig it. All right. There we go. Like a boss. I gotta love it. Thank you, sir, for sharing that one. All right. And what is this going on here? Breaking in a new deck. Let's see how he breaks in a new deck of cards. Let's see. The old bicycle playing cards here. This is how he breaks in a new deck. So here we go. Got a lot of love on this. A lot of nice comments. So let's see. All right. So here's his little routine. All right. Goes to the deck here. Get rid of those guys. Oh, yes. Little deck flip. Here we go. Oh, the jokers, they got to go. All right. It looks interesting. He's actually taking, looks to be a file, and he's running over the edge of the deck. That's pretty cool. Never seen that. All right. A little spin action. All right. He's breaking in these cards. There we go. All right. All right. Got to give that some love. I'd love to ask you guys too. Facebook, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube. Tell me, how do you guys break in a new deck of cards? I would love to hear your routine, what it is that you do. Facebook friends, go nuts. Tell me right now or when you're watching the on-demand of this, tell me, what do you do to break in your deck of cards? I would love to hear. Looks like you've got some second deal. Just rocking that there. All right. Good stuff. And I did give that a like. So very good stuff, sir. All right. So I'll pop back up here. And we will see what he has to say about that. So let's go back over to Facebook as well. And we'll see what he has to say about that. It's great to see you guys all over the world doing this stuff. That's what I love about doing these shows. I don't know exactly where he's from, but he's definitely, I forget what it said on his account, where he's from. But if you guys are new to the show, tell me where you are tuning in from. It'd be cool to hear from you. Daniel Ricks, loops are fun in many uses. I do the muscle pass with a coin and then borrow a bill, fold it in quarters, and do the same thing with the bill. That's a good idea, Daniel. I like that. What's up, Rich? Nick Marshall, relax. Yes. Daniel Ricks, sage advice from a master. Thought you forgot about it before. Yeah, we're talking about the Card College Commission. No way. You could see the tightness. Michael Vincent has a free video on YouTube on being natural with cards, and Michael is as natural as they come. All right, so check out a Michael Vincent video on YouTube about being more natural with your cards. Thank you, Rob, for saying that. A good way to use the pass is to have a spectator see the card go in the deck, and you do the pass. It's a great way to start to have the card come to the top. Yeah, I mean, it's definitely a great thing to do with that for sure. Thank you for that. Christian, it would be awesome if you check out my Instagram, Luke, and give me some feedback on my second post. Yeah, sure, why not? What's up, Anthony Bowler? Good to see you, my friend. Always a pleasure. Hope you had a good 4th of July, my friend. And it's always good to see you here. All right. Think you are encouraging me to film some stuff for Instagram. Yes, Nick Marshall, I sure am. Get on it. Get on it. I love that Paul Harris pick behind. Oh, yeah, Paul. Yeah, I love some Paul Harris. All right, so Christian wanted us to check out the second post. So let's do that. We'll jump back over on Instagram and do that right about now. How's that sound? All right. Second post coming right up. And don't forget, guys, too, you've been seeing it pop up on the screen. We do have Mr. Menny Lindenfeld next week. Same place, same time, talking all about his brand new release called True. It's going to be a lot of fun. I'd love to have you join us, so make sure to turn those notifications on, whether you're watching on YouTube or Facebook. All right, back over on the old Instagram. Here we go. This is our buddy, Christian. He said check out the second post, so that's exactly what we're about to do. Color change he's been playing around with, so here we go. Let's see here. What we got? All right. 10 of clubs. All right, here we go. 10 of clubs. All right, what's on top here? 5 of diamonds. That's not the 10 of clubs. That's all right. And once, twice. There we go. Nice. All right, that was cool, man. I dig it. We must, looks like I've already liked your post because, well, that's what we do at Murphy's Magic. We like people's posts on Instagram. Let's check out your latest one because I haven't liked it because it's only from a day ago. Let's see. Mystery card. He's also rocking no shoes or socks, so he's doing it the right way. All right. Card on top of the deck. All right, I think I missed something there. What's going on here? So he's got one card on top of the deck. They're going to select a card, my bad. All right. And then that card on top of the deck ends up being the card. Okay, got it. We'll love it. Love it, love it. One more. We'll do one more. He wanted to make sure the Buck twins saw this. He said it's something he's been playing with, so let's see what he's been playing with. Here we go. Deck of cards here. A little spring action. That was smooth. That was smooth. All right, let's go to the deck. What we got? 9 of clubs. Back in the deck. All right, all right. A little convincing control action there. And what are we doing here? All right, so that was cool. Got it to jump right out of the deck. Very cool. All right, man, dig it. Boom. Shakalaka. There we go. Thank you, my friend. That is our buddy Christian watching live right now over on Facebook. Wanted to give him some love. There we go. If you guys want us to do that with you too, don't forget you can post your profile name right now in the comment section, and I can check out your stuff. All right. Let's jump back over on Facebook one more time. Want to make sure you guys get some love. We've been on YouTube quite a bit today, so let's make sure our YouTube friends. We will be back, YouTube friends, but let's make sure Facebook gets some love too. Daniel Ricks. I agree, Nick. I don't even have Instagram or Twitter. I need to monetize myself again. Make old now new. All right, Daniel. We'll see. I'll see. Where can I PM you about caps or need some tips on making the gimmicks for Swedish currency? You can drop us a message right here on Facebook in this if you want to. I do check those. Rob Dodge, marketing advice. Be specific to get more gigs. People like a master of one area. Well said, Rob. Very well said. Larby, you're very welcome. When you check out your stuff, you're very welcome. I'll give that a like as well. There you go. Lots of wash shuffling. Yes, yes. Riffle shuffles and spring shots, and that's pretty much it. Leo gave us a link here, so I'm going to grab that. I always check these before we go, so I'm going to grab it and we'll go to that in a second. Christian, you're welcome. You are very welcome. Renee says, I rub the edges of the deck on my pants and do 16 perfect out pharaohs. That's it. That's it. That's pretty funny. All right. I'd only want you to check out the close-up pad on my Instagram. All right, Nick. All right, I hear you, buddy. I hear you. Let's check out this one. I think it was from Leo. Yes, from Leo. So I'm going to pull up Leo's thing on Instagram, and then we're going to jump back over to YouTube. I want to make sure you guys know that we're paying attention to you guys, too. All right, so let's see what Leo's clip was. Here we go. All right, so let's jump back over here to the old Instagram. And is our buddy Leo? Actually, no, that was the wrong one. Let's pull him in here. There we go. All right, here we go. A little flourish in action going on here. All right, 9 of diamonds. What are we doing here? What are we doing? All right, yep. Let's see that 9. It's going back in. All right. And it gets reversed, yeah? There we go. All right, sweet, man. Good stuff. There we go. Give me a little like. Good stuff, my friend. Good stuff, Leo. All right, keep it up, buddy. All right. Good stuff, my friend. Dig it. All right. You guys are killing it out there, I tell you. So much good talent. And that's what's cool, about the internet and stuff. We're actually able to see what you guys are up to. So, very, very cool. All right. Back over on the old YouTube. Here we come. Hang on tight, boys. Eli, how we doing out there? Nice to see you, Eli. Hope you're having a good day. Breach trailer, please. All right. I can try to find that for you. Let's answer a couple questions first. Jack Hart, I'm in Sacramento, California, 7 miles from the Murphy's Warehouse. Could you check out my latest Instagram post? Yeah, Jack, you asked me a question earlier over on our Twitter feed about if you could take a tour. We don't tell people, come to Murphy's Magic and take a tour, but if you do show up at our warehouse, we will give you a quick tour of the facility. I remember I was at a company meeting, and we did talk about that if someone makes the effort to come see us, we're definitely going to give them a quick little tour. So, yeah, Jack, feel free to stop by, and we'll show you around. All right. I'm myself in Las Vegas, so unfortunately I won't see you, but the team would love to see you, and I'm sure if you do show up, make sure to tell them Luke sent you, or you could tell them that, you talked to Luke online, and you just want to say hello and check out the place. I'm sure they'd love to see it. They know me over there, so, yeah. I know the loops disc set comes with Inner Circle, but does it come with a pack of loops? Well, I'm going to say yes, Trey, because the Inner Circle comes with loops. So I'm going to say it does. If you want me to confirm that, I can try to. I won't be able to do it right now, but I would say yes, it does come with some loops. Yeah, because Inner Circle does. Yeah. Magic Jordy, I know you've asked this a couple times, and I'm sorry I missed you there. Hey, Luke. Who was your favorite magician, past and present? Have a lot of favorites from the past. Di Vernon, Ed Marlowe. Larry Jennings is at the top of that list. Tommy Wonder, those type of guys, crazy. Some of the present people I really like. David Regal. I'm proud to call David a friend. David is a phenomenal performer and creator. Really, really dig him. David Williamson. Amazing guy. Bill Malone. Another crazy cool guy. Full of talent. Crazy. Younger guys, fan of Caleb Morelli. Proud to call him a friend. Patrick Kuhn, another friend. Those are a couple of my favorite younger guys that are out there killing it, for sure. And there's just a ton of good stuff. Another buddy of mine, Danny Weiser. He's a very creative guy. He's just a really nice guy, too. Really like Danny. A lot of good talent out there and a lot of good guys. And Shin Lim, God, that guy is just insane. Really enjoy watching Shin Lim. You got the Eric Joneses out there. You guys are just super. I call him, when I see him do magic, it's like it's sexy magic, because the stuff that happens in Eric's hands just looks sexy. It's just smooth, and it flows, and it just looks really good. Just really, really good. Eli, I really want to visit Murphy's and Penguins, since they're both in the same town, but I live in the Midwest. That's all right, man. Maybe one of these days. You never know. What's up, Marton? Good to see you, my friend. Haven't seen you in a hot minute. Welcome back. Good to see you, sir. Fidi out there in Argentina. Nice to see you, Fidi. Nice to see you out there. All right. Which is your favorite opener in Magic? You have to go, all right, Jan William, we'll catch you next time, buddy. Favorite openers, the ones I used to do myself, they're visual in different ways. One of them is Sudden Deck from David Regal. It's a great way to produce a deck of cards. I'll actually try to pull it up. I think we have it on our website. Sudden Deck is definitely a favorite one of mine. I used to do another version where the deck of cards, I would take them out of a card box, and then I would show the card box, and it's like shrunk to a mini box. That's another favorite one. I think that was from John Cornelius. Sudden Deck. This is one of my favorite openers. I love this thing. So there's a couple different versions of it. The one we have stocked is Sudden Deck 3. So I'm going to pull that up and give you a look at the trailer, and then I'm going to try to find the Breach trailer if I can find that too. So this is David Regal here on the screen, and we're going to show you exactly what Sudden Deck is, and I think you'll see why I like it as an opener so much. You know, as a magician, it's always great to have ways to introduce a deck of cards in a magical way too, and this does just that in a very surprising way. So you bring out a box that's not printed yet, a card box. You can show the front of it because it's not, and then it prints visibly before their eyes. And then when you can show the box on both sides. Then when you put it together, fold it up, you're able now to produce an actual deck of cards that you can use from the box. So you get this nice printing, and then you get the cards into play. And I'll show this to you one more time. I use this a lot when I was doing restaurant work. He carries it around in the little envelope. You don't have to do that. He just does it because he also hands out the other empty box so people can check it out. So watch it one more time. You show the box. It's not printed. Now it is. Looks great, right? Show it on the front. Show it on the inside. Nothing there. Fold it up. And there you go. One of my favorites, because as a card magician, again, I feel like we shouldn't just be, hey, bringing out a deck of cards from our pocket and here's a trick. Like, you know, whether it's something like this or, you know, something else creative, there are ways to make a deck of cards appear that surprise people too. So that's definitely one of my favorite openers for sure. So good question. That's one of my faves for sure. Let's jump back over here on YouTube as well. And this is what's fun. I see people already saying this looks cool. Oh my God, this is great. That's one thing I want you guys to realize. Sudden Deck is not new. What's old usually becomes new again. And I think the only reason I'm saying that to you guys is because it's not always what's new that's going to be what's good for you. So that is one of my favorites, but it's not a new piece of magic, you know? Favorite force, one of my favorite forces is the, I call it like the Charlier force. It's not mine. Basically, you use the bottom card of the deck as your force. We'll bring out the Fox targets here. If you could do a Charlier cut, like the one-handed cut, here's a quick little thing for you guys. If you want to force the bottom card of the deck, what you can do is you can riffle down. When they say stop, you do your one-handed cut, and then you stop, and you let them look at that card, and then you close it up and hand out the deck for someone to shuffle. So again, you're forcing the bottom card of the deck. It's kind of hard for me to do with all the setup here in the studio, but that's the idea of it. Is when you riffle, it's like a riffle force. When you riffle down, they say stop. You're going to stop where they tell you, but then you're going to do your cut. You're going to lift up, and now you're going to show the bottom card of the deck where it looks like it comes from the middle, right? And now you close everything up, hand it out, and you do that with your head turns. You go, okay, I want you to stop here. I'm going to look away. You look away, and then when you come back, they're shuffling the cards, and there's no way you can know what the card is. So that's one of my favorites for sure. All right. Magic R2, thanks for showing. Yeah, I don't have the trailer queued up, my friend. That's one of the reasons, and we don't stock Breach, I don't believe. So when people ask me to show things that I don't have queued up, it's not the easiest thing, my friend. So yeah, I'm gonna see if we have it, but I don't think we stock it at Murphy's. That's one of my favorite forces. I also have another favorite force with the top of the deck. What you do is it looks like you're doing a kind of like a riffle force, but what you're doing is you do this thing where the top card of the deck, and this is really hard, when you revolve the pack over, you kind of push off the top card of the deck. And so basically what you're doing is you're forcing, and this is a John Bannon idea. Yeah, I can't do this here. It's not going to work here, guys. I don't have another camera set up. But yeah, you can force the top card of the deck. You riffle down. They say stop. You revolve the top part of the deck over, and you just thumb off the top card of them. That's a pretty easy one, too. That's an absolutely brilliant force. Would go great with using the Charlier as a pass. Yeah, it absolutely would. Yeah, absolutely. So, yeah, if I had the other camera set up, I could show you more, but I don't have a lot of room and trying to do that with the camera. So there you go. A couple quick little ideas for you. Hey, Luke, just came back from NYC and went to Tannen's Magic, and it was great. Sebastian. Oh, that's cool, Sebastian. I'm glad you had a good time, man. It's a good group of guys over there, right? It's a good group of guys. Thanks. Other than Magic, what else do you like to do? Jordy, I love to travel. Love to eat sushi. I'm also really big into like broadcasting stuff, kind of like this, voiceover work, things like that. Just and photography and video stuff. I have a lot of really fun things that keep me occupied and interested, for sure. Would Penn and Teller be any time at the table lecture? I doubt that. Yeah. Let's see. All right. Let's pop back down. Hey, what's up? Matt Does Magic. Good to see you, sir. Always nice to see you. Won't be doing a giveaway today, Kendall. No deck giveaways today. But keep an eye on our Instagram feed. We do deck giveaways over there quite a bit. Who would be coming and upcoming at the table? Good question, actually. We have the UK guys popping up here soon. That's actually a great question. We shot about 18 different artists in the UK 2 or 3 months ago. This is just to look at some of the guys as part of that series. You got John Kerry, Dave Loosely, Ben Williams, Craig Petty, Mark Spellman's in there, Steve Rowe, Kieran Johnson, I believe, is on there. Yep, Kieran's on there. These are just a few of the guys. I think this is not the complete list. I think there's a couple more. But Tom Elderfield will be the first one that is actually released, I think, this month. I think he comes out maybe this week. I'll check that out, too, in just a second for you on our website. We can look at that together as well. So, but these are some of the guys coming up next. It's going to be the UK takeover. Those guys will pretty much round out the rest of the year for us, I think. And I'll pull up the I think I have a little at the table thing here. So let's see. Yes, July, Tom Elderfield and Mark Spellman. August, we have coming up Dave Loosely and Paul Gordon. September, Chris Congreve and Paul Brook. And we haven't listed exactly who's going to be October, November, December yet. But that's the next 6 guys. And these are all the people that we shot from the UK. So a couple of fun things coming up for you. Again, if you're interested in the At the Table stuff, you can get it as a download or as a DVD. From your favorite dealer that's out there. So definitely check those out. If you're interested, I've heard that these are pretty good. This one too. Had fun doing it. It really was fun to go and do the At the Table lecture there in California. Had a blast hanging out with the boys. So that was cool. Let's see. Facebook. What's going on Facebook? Mark Spellman is first. Okay. All right, Rob. I thought it was Tom, but maybe it is Mark. We'll see. Peter Turner. Wow, how we doing out there, Peter? It's been sorted while I've been away. It was a nightmare just checking to see what's going on. Back from Spain. Oh, no, it sounds like Peter had some car problems. That's a shame. Peter, nice to see you, though. Hope you're doing well over there. Sounds like you had some ish, but in true Peter Turner style, you have handled the ish. Why didn't you see it coming? Like your stuff, though, man. Hope you know that. Let's see. R2 needs to chill out a bit. Yeah, I don't know why they wanted me to keep showing a trailer that I don't have queued up. I can do it. Have you lost the jam cam in the new studio? I haven't lost it. I'm actually trying to find a way to set it up permanently, Nick. There's certain aspects of the studio that behind the scenes just got finished as part of the bigger move into here. So jam cam is not lost. It's just something that I'm going to have a dedicated section just for it, and it's not ready just yet. So, yeah, good question, though. Chris Smith, good to see you, man. Good to see you, Chris. All right. Van, always a pleasure. Good to see you. All right. David Williamson is ace and funny as hell. Many card sites can be credited to Marlowe. Yeah, well said. Yep, you got it. Where I'm performing double cross and you see my X on my arm. Did I miss something? Hey, Luke, what move are you working on right now? Is there a move that you always practice? There is a move I always practice, Lucas. It is the double lift. I've been working on the push-off double lift for about 10 years, and it's a move I constantly try to make sure it looks good. I tweak it make sure it's good. You know, it's one of those things that I never just let go. I continue to keep it at a certain level where I want it. So that's the one for me. What about you, Lucas? What's the move that you're practicing right now? Tarantula 2 trailer. Yes, you know what? I will pull that up for you. Let's. I think I might actually have it here on the system queued up here. Let me see if I have it queued up here. I'll be happy to run that for you. All right, give me 1 sec here. I should still have it here. Let's see, Tarantula 2. All right. Ask and you shall receive. Our buddy over on Facebook wanted me to show the Tarantula 2 trailer as NS. So I'm going to show this so you guys can kick back and relax for a minute. And if you guys have any questions about Tarantula 2 or anything else, I'll be more than happy to answer that as we go forward. James Beck, where did you learn push off double lift from, book or DVD? I'll give you all the details on that and everything else. I see some other questions and thoughts coming in. So let's run this real quick. Our buddy Ines was pretty patient with that. Let's check out the trailer for Tarantula 2, and we will be back in just a minute. Mark Brown, hold on to those thoughts about Tarantula 2. I'll get back to them, I promise, all right? So let's check it out together. If you haven't seen it yet, this is what Tarantula 2 looks like. Here we go.
I'm Igal Masika, and welcome to my studio. It's moving, and one card pops out. Whoa.
It was pretty fascinating. Okay. That's really cool.
This project has been under development for the past 7 years. I'm very excited and proud to share it with you.
All right, my friends, and welcome back. That is a look at the good old Tarantula 2. It is very, very close to being released. It's been on pre-order for a while. It is a fantastic upgrade from the original. As you saw a couple of the highlights from the trailer, you have a rechargeable batteries, which is a huge plus from the original, of course. Totally silent technology now, totally quiet motor. It's great. Lock and unlock that motor. And just an easier thing to hold and to have with you. So a couple quick thoughts from people over on Facebook. I didn't want to run from them, but I did want to run the trailer. Someone said Tarantula trailers are the best. I wish I have half of the chops of Yeagal. Yeagal is great, isn't he, Lucas? He's fantastic, yeah. He is great. And there we go. Lucas, want to get your comment there. Leo, who are we talking about? Peter, who's here? So Mark Brown says it's a bit pricey. And then you have Rob Dodge saying it's relative with anything that you buy. Yeah, I mean, here's the thing, Mark. Think about it this way, and I'm not here to sell you on it. That's like the big thing. But think about it. It's not every day that a brand new levitation device is introduced to the magic market. You know, this is something that's been 7 years in the works. This is new technology that had to be created for this device. And so he's worked diligently for the last 7 years to get Tarantula 2 where he's finally ready to release it. So I think that should say a lot when it comes to the new one. All right. Lucas says he's also working on the Straddle Pass. That's very cool. That's a fun move to work on. And Lucas, if you have any videos of it, we'd love to check them out. All right. David Brock got your At the Table lecture when it was released. Lots of great information. Hashtag DST, hashtag double lift like a boss. Thanks, David. Appreciate that. James, where did you learn your push-off double lift from? You know, I picked it up. The original technique that got my brain going was in Derek Dingle's book, The Complete Works of Derek Dingle. I started working on his double lift, and then I adapted it to my own. So it started off as part of the double lift taught in that book. He kind of has like a safety in his where it's like you push off just the corner and then you're able to square everything up as you kind of go to turn it over. I wanted to do it straight up as a push off to where you could push off 2 cards and turn them over just as you would normally do a push off of just 1 card. And so that's where I got it from. The technique that I've used and developed over the last 10 years is definitely something I've created myself, the different little nuances and stuff. And I do share those things on my At the Table lecture. That was something I wanted to definitely talk about. And we went into a little bit of detail on that and show you exactly how I'm doing what I'm doing. Not something that's going to happen overnight, but it is something that if you want to put in the work and the time, then you will have a double lift that you're proud of. And, you know, I say it all the time. It's like, it's a move that just, it's kind of like, you know, it's like the kid that gets picked last in school, you know, for a game or sport or whatever. It's a move that we all use, but we're all in such a rush to go with the latest and greatest new trick or move, you know, or new moves. But it is the move that we use the most in our tricks, but we never practice that move. We just think, oh, it's just there. I'll just do it. And I see a lot of people doing bad double lifts as a result. And I think if it is the move that's used the most, it should get some of the most attention. All right? My thought on it. There you go. I was asking about True by Menny Lindenfeld. You are showing a pic of it on here. There is a live Q&A. Oh, I think someone's asking about the price on it. Let me see if I can find out what the price of True is. I think it's $25. Let me see. Sorry, Mark, for getting confused there. Let's see. It's got a lot going on today. So let's see what True retails for. Dun, dun, dun. Yeah, $25, $24.95. Yeah. So yeah, quite a few different variations. I think there's 5 different ways to on here. You do receive rubber bands, and you also can do some of this with with headphones as well. I thought I had headphones on. I don't. So okay, so yeah, $25. All right. Let's jump back over here on YouTube for just a moment as well. See what you guys are chatting about over here. Welcome back, YouTube friends. All right, here we go. Did you talk about capture on your lecture? I did not. I did not talk about capture on the lecture. Did not. Have you had a chance to play with Vapor, the original? I have not, Anthony. I haven't. I heard a lot of good things about it, though, for sure. So, yeah. Did you see my message on Facebook with the video of our Magic Club? I don't think I saw that one, Marton. I don't think I have. If you sent it recently, I was away, and so I didn't check Facebook messages on there for a little while, so might be why. Jack, have a great day, everybody. I'm heading out to go busk. If you wouldn't mind checking out my latest IG post as I depart, I would greatly appreciate it. Until next time, good luck out there, Jack. Good luck with the busking. Tom Elderfield lecture airs today, if I think it is the first one. Yeah. Good idea. Moravian's my local magic shop is called Grand Illusions. All right, so Grand Illusions is another good one. All right. John Kerry's new e-journal is out in Rocks. Thank you, Mark, for telling me that. I'm a big fan of John Kerry. Do you think you could ever get Chris Angel on as a special guest? I mean, I don't know about that. He's a pretty busy guy, but anything's possible, you know. Luke, can you ask everyone to give a shout out to their home brick and mortar shops and where they're from? Yes, good idea, Moravian. So, guys out there, if you visit a brick and mortar shop, what is that? It's a real magic shop. It's a shop that you walk in a door and there's someone standing in there and you buy from. Where is your local brick and mortar? And what's the name of the company? I saw a couple people put out a couple names there. Great idea. And we definitely want to start to feature more of the brick and mortar dealers as we go forward. I've been talking to Mark Murphy about some things with that. I think it's a good idea. Jack Hart says his is Grand Illusions. That's really cool. Alok, what pass do you like the most, sir? Man, that's a tough one. There's 2 moves I'm a big fan of. One is the double lift. We just talked about that. And the other one is the pass. I think I do 5 or 6 versions of the pass. That probably have to be my version of that called the Shadow Pass. I haven't really shared it with a whole lot of people. It was on one of my earlier projects, but if I had to pick a everyday one, I really like a version of the Riffle Pass based on some Jim Swain tips that make it very, very smooth. I like that one a lot. I also really like one from Derek Dinkle. I don't see anybody do. It's called the False Cut Pass or To the Table Pass. I don't know if I'm going to get enough of a wide shot to show it to you. This is the tabletop here. So we got the 3 of hearts here. We're going to take the 3 and we're going to turn it back over on top of the deck. This is so weird because the angle here. And then you take the deck and you cut it. And I'm going to pick up the deck, and you don't actually cut the card into the deck. This is a Derek Dingle thing. I've never seen anyone use it. But again, it starts off on top of the deck. You cut the deck. And if you were to see the top of the deck here, you would see that the top card is the 3 of hearts still. That's one of my favorites because I don't see people doing it. And I like doing stuff that other people don't really do. And it's the fun stuff that's hidden in books, you know? So, yeah. All right, back down to the bottom of the... Let's see what you guys on YouTube are saying now, because it jumped back down to the bottom. Let's see. Rob Greenlee, you shouldn't treat people the way they treat people. Wait, what? You shouldn't treat people the way they treat... What are we talking about here? I will boycott my only brick and mortar until he goes out of business. Oh, wow. Huh, that's too bad. I wonder what's going on with that. Josh Barrett says, I go to Haynes House of Cards in Cincinnati pretty much weekly. That's cool. All right, Haynes House of Cards. All right. Be Amazing Magic Shop in Ohio. Thanks, Dylan, for sharing that. So if you're in Ohio, check out Be Amazing Magic Shop. All right, very cool. Dig it. Wow, Rob, they must have really rubbed you the wrong way, huh? What's your favorite magic book? Sarah Dodge, good question. It's Card College. Big fan of Card College. Love it, love it, love it. Man, Rob, I wonder what the heck happened, bud. Luke, that control, if you do a classic pass in the hands and just continue it with the left hand. Yeah, you can definitely do it in the hands too, 100%. I think that's the way Derek shows it as well, but good call, yeah. It's just so hard to do this stuff up here. Matt does magic. I'm getting excited. I'm almost at 1,000 followers on Insta. Thanks for the support. That's cool, Matt. Congratulations. Very, very cool. I would like to ask a question, Matt. Dun, dun, dun. And to all of you guys, okay? What does that mean to you? Like, I understand that you're getting excited. I don't want to take away your excitement, but why are you excited? What about it makes you excited? Because, again, I've said this in the past. You know, people put a lot of emphasis on social media numbers and things. What does that mean to you? And anyone else watching, what does that mean to you? You know, I don't think outside of Magic I see people celebrating numbers, like hitting different levels of numbers. But I know I'm also a bit old school, but I'm just curious why people get excited about that type of stuff. Does anyone know what will be at his tour? Stefan's probably talking about the David Blaine. I think I saw him earlier. I haven't seen the David Blaine show myself, the live one. I would love for you guys to share with me any thoughts you have. Yeah, he says the David Blaine. Have you guys seen David Blaine live? Yeah. I think it just has become some sort of social cred. To who? And I'm definitely not digging on you either, Josh. I'm just curious, but to who? Who are you trying to impress? You know, very honest question. The reactions of Magic drive me to keep doing it. I love that, Stefan. That's a great comment. I think that's a great thing for us all to remember, is that it's not about us, it's about the people that we're doing this stuff for, and it's cool. Do a magic trick right now. Any tips on how to do a Herman pass? You know, unfortunately, I don't have this set up today to show you guys magic. I will going forward, but not today. Yeah. Where can I find Rise? I mean, Ray's Rise is found in Ray Cosby's DVD. I forget the name of it, but you can find it on Ray Cosby's DVD, the original Ray's Rise. David, it's a dopamine flow when people think other people care about them, when they think they do. I like how you put that. Matt does to me, I get to share my passion with that many people, and I get to make their life better by sharing something that they've never seen. That's cool, Matt. I dig that. All right. Dylan, you asked that before, and it woke me up. I don't do magic on social media anymore. Wow, Dylan. All right. As magicians, we should be able to see through the illusion of social media. I agree. And that's the thing that really boggles my mind is we are magicians being fooled by things like social media. You know, numbers and views, they're all an illusion. If you think about it at the end of the day, they can be manipulated as well. And so I think that sometimes we should take a step back and wonder, like, why am I putting all this effort into this stuff? And I'll ask a very honest question again that I've asked before. What if it all went away tomorrow? Would you be devastated? Another question I have for you I've never asked before is, do you have your notifications turned on? So do you get a kick out of every time you look at your phone to see how many people have said something or liked your stuff? Because if you do, you might want to ask yourself why. Why are you letting a number of likes make you feel good? I've got all mine off, for the record. I don't like that. Anthony Buller, because it makes us famous. To who? Ourself? And here's the truth. As magicians, unless you're David Copperfield, David Blaine, Chris Angel, Dynamo, that's the one I was going for. If we go to a magic convention, we all know who each other is, but the minute we walk out the door, no one knows who any of us are. You know? Luke, where's the magic shop in Cali? Magic R2. There are magic shops in the LA area. There's one called the Magic Apple. That's a good one. I believe there's another one in California called Hocus Pocus. Hocus Pocus Magic. They're in California as well. A couple people there. Yeah. Let's see. Can you write the name somewhere? The name of what Greek man? I'm sorry, I don't remember what your question was. Oh, yes. Ray's Rise. You wanted me to. So Ray Cosby. I'll write that for you if you guys want to check out his stuff. It's an older DVD, but it's got some fantastic stuff on it. So there you go. I also get a lot of tips, advice, and support from my followers as there are people more experienced from me. That's cool. Dylan, agreed. Social media is a big look at me fest. Yeah, I mean, that's kind of what I think it is too. And that's why I make it a point that when I do these type of shows, that it's never about me. You know, it's about you guys. I take a lot of pride in that. And my notifications are off because I don't want to distract me from practicing my craft. Well said. Well said, Matt. And you know, that's the reason I bring up these things, guys. I am an older guy, right? I'm 38 years old, and none of this was around when I was starting to learn magic. I think I was able to get a lot more out of it at my age because there was no distraction available to me. That's why I say these things, because it wasn't around when I was younger and growing up into this stuff. So that's why I ask questions. That's why I say things. Moravian says, be yourself, focus on nothing but your craft, and never ever give up. The world will take notice. You give the world... you give the world no other option than to hand you success on a silver plate. There you go. All right, well said. Are there any magic shops in Nebraska? It's right outside Omega. Trey, if you want to drop me a message on Facebook, I can look at it for you. Unfortunately, I can't. Omaha. I can't look it up right now as we're chatting live. Just logistically, I can't do that. But if you want to reach out to us on our Facebook page, feel free to do that as a private message. I can give you information on dealers. I think showcasing what we do other than magic is important. Also, I hope you show my video on YouTube of 3-ball juggling. Where do I find that, David? But being young is harder for me to go out and perform as it's harder to be taken seriously. Yeah, but Matt, you know, the more you put it off, the harder it's going to get. And if you are younger, take some drama classes in school. They're free. You're already in school. You know, if you're looking for next year's classes, sign up for drama. If you're a little older and you're going into college, take a public speaking course. There are ways to get yourself out in front of people, but the more you keep yourself behind the camera, the longer you're going to delay, and it's going to be harder to get out there for real people. You know what I mean? So yeah, a couple of thoughts, man. Just keeping it real, you know, doing my best. Just got in from my summer show. Went well today. Storming out. Oh, congrats, Chris Cram. I just pulled that down as he wrote that. Congratulations, Chris. That's awesome, man. Keep up the good work, as always. Good stuff, man. Let's see what's going on Facebook. I know you guys are still out there. So let's head back over to you guys and see what you're up to. All right. Did you say the push-off double lift is on your Etsy table lecture? It is. It is on this. It is. It is something that I talk about at the end of the lecture. So, yeah, that is on there. Your painter's nightmare was my first buy from Penguin. What was your inspiration for that? I think it's a cool trick. Good trick, sorry. God, that's a good question, man. I think it was Reset. You know, I had this sequence that I developed, and then I realized because of the number of cards that you have, if you show them, because you're showing them twice, each of them twice, it's kind of hard to get away from people noticing the discrepancy unless they're jokers or if they're blank. And then when I got thinking, man, I could do some really cool displays if I use blank cards, and that's kind of where the whole process came of making the ink go away. So, yeah. James Beck, Perfect Occasions, Costumes and Magic, Middlefield, Ohio, owned by Mark Miller. Represent. All right. So, again, we're talking about some of our brick-and-mortar dealers out there, too. We've got one out there called Perfect Occasions, Costumes and Magic over in Middlefield, Ohio. Rob Dodge is confirming that my double lift is taught on the lecture. Yep. Stefan, I love the pass. I use it every day. That's awesome. Love to hear that. Nick Marshall, don't get to go visit it locally, but Prop Dog in the UK is amazing, and it's a brick and mortar. Thanks, Nick. Right on, man. They're a fun group over there at Prop Dog. In the UK, some online dealers have brick and mortar shops too. Alakazam, well said. I love the guys at Alakazam. Magic World, I'm familiar with them too. They're somewhere near Manchester. Sorry. All right, cool. Good stuff to know. There's people out there in the UK. There's also this Top Secret Magic in Plymouth. That is cool. Plymouth, Devon, UK. Do you use TKO 2.0? Agree, it's a great way to upgrade other than tricks. I have used it. I have used TKO 2.0. I have. John Czar, I see you out there. Always a pleasure, my friend. Good to see you. Nick Marshall back in a bit. Sounds good. Alex has a nice comment. I would rather have 3 followers that interacted and we got to know each other than 1,000 that didn't. It's about quality, not quantity. Well said. Well said, sir. I saw David in a box suspended above the River Thames in London. Must be 10 years. Yeah, it's been a while, right? I remember when that was a thing. I used to love going to JB Magic in Blackpool. Yeah, I remember he was over there, yeah. And there's also some good, magic shops in the UK, too. You got Davenport's, and I think International Magic is still around in the London area, too. Daniel Ricks, I personally perform for people. I think the likes on social media are the new measuring contest. Not everyone does that, but the majority are. Look what I can do. Yeah, I mean, I'd agree with that, Daniel, for sure. People are saying here it's advertising. Yeah, I mean, you can do advertising with it, too. Hocus Pocus is great. They have a lot of deals, cheap deals. Yes, our friends at Hocus Pocus are great. Yes, definitely check them out. 38 years old is an older guy. It feels like it sometimes, James. It does, because it's like, oh, I read books and I don't understand I understand social media, but I don't understand. And the reason why social media is something I try to bring up from time to time to the younger guys is because they don't know any better. It's been around as long as they've been alive, so it's like they don't know what the alternative is because they're in a bubble. You know? There's a book called Internet Psychology that touches on that point. Thank you, Lucas, for sharing that. I might have to check that out. Thank you. In our era, Luke, it was a visit to the local magic store, get shown a trick, love it, buy it, take it home, see the method, and go. And then go back to the magic store again or read it in effect, but wait 3 weeks to revert to start the post. Yeah, things are much different, aren't they? A whole lot different. You actually had to go talk to someone and get help, and it was all good. Sky Cup 2.0 is a good trick you have made, Luke. Thank you, John. I mean, there was an amazing group of guys that helped make it all happen. I can't take all the credit. But thank you. I'm glad you enjoy it. Mark Waddington, good to see you, sir. Hey, Luke. Hope you had a great birthday joining you from beautiful Venice. Mark. Thanks for tuning in, buddy. Thank you for the kind words, too. Stefan, I hear a lot of magicians say that the pass is an important move in Magic, but why? I mean, you need to have controls available to you. You need to be able to control a card. The pass just so happens to be one of my favorites. I mean, you don't need to know the pass. But it can depend on your needs, but you can also use a side still. That's another way to control a card. You can also use a double undercut. You don't have to know the pass. I think some people just swear by it and think you do. It's definitely a core move that is helpful and useful in your arsenal. So, but I don't think it's an important move, but it is a main move. We'll put it that way. All right. Again, as you guys do see above me here, we have Mr. Actually to my right or left, Mr. Menny Lindenfeld is joining me next week to talk about his effect True. This is some rubber band stuff. We showed it earlier, the trailer. Happens same time, same place, noon Pacific, 3 p.m. Eastern time. So if you guys do have questions for Menny next week, post them now. You can post them in the comment section if you can't make it to the show. I could try to grab some. So if you are watching over on Facebook and you're not watching live, you can post some questions for Menny if you can't make the live. And you guys over on YouTube, if you have questions for Menny, you can't make it, you need to post them after the video. This video goes up, isn't on demand, because this isn't saved right now. Your comments aren't for some reason. Mark Waddington, there's a really great brick and mortar in Yorkshire called Merlin's. My first magic shop experience as a kid. Good memories. I have some good memories as a kid going into magic shops. Pretty cool stuff. Pretty cool stuff. Yeah. All right. You know what? I have something else I want to show you guys. We're going to show another trailer. This is something I talked about last week quite a bit. This is called Proteus. This is a great way to do mind reading at a moment's notice. No props. Totally impromptu. There's actually a performance of it on here too. You can kind of see what's going on with it. It's driving the mentalism community crazy. Magicians will love this. I do get asked a lot, Luke, if I don't have anything with me, what do you recommend? I recommend this. So check this out. This is something brand new. I think it might still be on pre-order. It's great, great stuff. They were going really, really quick. I know a lot of dealers were selling out of them. So if you haven't seen this yet, this is Proteus. Driving a lot of people crazy. So check it out and keep those questions coming. We will be right back.
Hi, my name is Fedon. 2 years ago, I created what many people consider to be the purest form of mind reading. Your spectator thinks of a design, they write nothing down and tell nobody. This thought exists only in their mind, and yet you're able to read the thought with 100% accuracy. And not only do you determine the thought, but you also give them the impression that true mind reading has taken place. After perfecting this method, I have simplified it to the point that anyone can do it. And now it's time for me to share it with the magic community. Learn my technique, and you will never leave home without the ability to make people scream. I'm Fedon, and welcome to Proteus. Peter and Dave.
Hi.
I want you to imagine you're back to school. You're 10 to 12 years old, and you're bored, and you just have a piece of paper and a pen, and you do a simple drawing, something like a doodle that takes 5 to 10 seconds to make. You know, something that anybody will recognize, like a hand, the hands with the clock, you know, or a mountain, or even a bicycle, maybe, but nothing too complicated. And just in your mind. You have one?
Yeah, come on.
You have one?
Yeah.
All right. Because it's the first time I meet you guys, and I want to connect with you in some way. I want you to think of the drawing and of the word. Like if it was a bicycle, you would think of bicycle. And I want you to see the letters one by one in your mind. One by one, okay?
Yeah.
All right. All right. You have an A, I'm sure.
Yes.
And you don't, maybe. You have an A? You don't have an A. You have a T as well, I think.
Yeah.
You have a T, and I messed up with your letters, but think of your drawing now and think in the real size, the real object.
Yeah.
Is it something? It's alive?
Yeah, it is.
It is alive. You have an R inside your word? I don't think so, right? You don't have an R. Think of your object in real size too, okay?
Yeah.
Real size. It's something that you can, it's not alive, definitely. Can you hold it in your hands? No, huh? It's something bigger than you, right?
Yeah.
All right, so you're thinking of a nice little tree,
Yeah.
and you're thinking of a boat.
Yes, I am. That is awesome.
Thank you.
That is crazy. That is really crazy.
There you go, my friends. That is a look at Proteus. This is something that a lot of people have been waiting a long time for. I know that Peter Turner popped on a little while ago. He has a very nice quote about it. I think you saw it on the trailer there. People are loving this. An amazing technique, something that, again, no props, totally impromptu. You could seemingly read minds at a moment's notice. It's not... it's tough to be that, isn't it, at the end of the day? So there were some people talking about this for a while, and now the cat's out of the bag, as they say. So there you go. That is something really, really great. That it's nice to have those type of techniques available to you. because we don't always have something. We're not always prepared. But as long as we have these different things at our disposal, if we have them available to us and we know about these things, then we're never going to be caught off guard and not able to entertain people. So check that out. That's a good one. Proteus. Again, I know a lot of dealers have already sold out of it. If you get your hands on one, you'll be one of the lucky few, I can tell you that. All right. Ines had a question over on Facebook, and you guys feel free to keep those questions and comments coming my way. What is your favorite card to wallet? Favorite card to wallet, one of mine is the Real Man's card to wallet. I remember having it many, many years ago. It's a great one. It works very well. It's made very well. And it's priced right. If I'm not mistaken, it's only like $40. So let's actually take a look at it together. We have it on our website, over on the Murphy's Magic website. Again, if you are just joining me, Murphy's Magic is we're a wholesaler. We distribute magic to all of the magic shops all over the world. So if you do see things that you like on our website, you can get it from your favorite dealer. So we don't sell direct to customers. Our customers are the dealers. All right. So welcome, my friends, back over to the Murphy's Magic website. We're going to take a look at the wallet that I just mentioned. This one is available. It's out there. It's only $40 too, $40. This is the Real Man's wallet. Here's a nice little look at it. It's a billfold style wallet made out of real leather. As you can see the little area, there's like a little flap on the left, the little thing right there. That is the area when you open it that the signed card appears inside of. This is a signed bill. Gregory Wilson's on the teaching for this, teaching routines with signed bill, of course, signed playing card. I think he also teaches his routine with a license that changes places with your own license. Very well made wallet, only $40, and it is made of real leather. And it's a nice thing you can pick up from your favorite dealer. It is a palm. You do need to be able to palm a card to get the card in the wallet. But there are some other routines, again, other than just playing cards that allow you to use the wallet and get the most out of it. I swear by that one myself. It's a good one. Steve Drawn is the guy that originally came up with it. And we've decided to bring it back to life, give it some new love. Richard Kaufman says, Steve Drawn's wallet is the most practical, well-made card to wallet I've seen to date. It's affordable, very affordable, for sure. David Kinney, a reviewer, says it did exceed my expectations. So, yeah, and it looks like an everyday wallet, which I think is one of the selling points of it, when it comes to a card to wallet. So it's definitely one of my favorites. Yeah. Alrighty. So that was a good question about card to wallet. Let's jump back over here on the old YouTube. Let's see what you guys got to say. Matt Does Magic. Yeah, I've heard that's good. Yeah, it is. I promise it's a good one. Does anyone use the 1983 trick for Greg Wilson? I have not, Stefan, but I'd love to hear from you guys out there. Invest a coin shell. It's more magical than any other coin. It is. I love a good coin shell. Yeah. I bought Modern Coin Magic by Bobo and like to buy some gimmickless effects. If you get me, yeah, definitely. I mean, got to get a shell. Someone says invest in a shell. I agree with that. What is the best sandwich effect in your opinion? Eva says, Chameleon Sandwich by Doug Kahn. Chameleon Sandwich from Doug Kahn. It's fantastic. Stick to learning sleight of hand, my man. Get in the coins, ropes, cards, silks. There's more magic and gimmick. There's a lot of stuff you can do, David. Well said. Oh my God, the trailer's sick. I just loved it. Simple but amazing. Yes, good stuff, right? Okay, I will say this about social media. I think it's okay to post magic if you're trying to sell your effect or advertise yourself as a professional for paying gigs. Yeah, I think so. I think people, unfortunately, get sucked into it. It's a very addictive thing, social media is. I mean, there's studies of this stuff about the dopamine. People feel this high from seeing themselves out there and getting this attention. Yeah, it's crazy, yeah. TKO 2.0 is good. I have it. Still working on getting a restaurant gig, but it's going good with all Luke's advice. I ordered through Penguin, no brick and mortar out here on the Outer Banks. Yeah, that's right. No dealers out there. Yeah. Luke, do you have any advice on how to get into performing to people? You got to ease into it, Matt. It doesn't just happen by itself. It doesn't just happen one day. It happens over time. I would definitely recommend. Yesterday would have been a great day. I would have recommended, if we'd done this last week, that question last week. Anytime you have like social gatherings, family get-togethers, that's the time when you start to perform for people. You want to start with forgiving people. The type of people that if you perform for them, you mess up, they're not going to give you trouble. They're not going to heckle you. They're not going to give you shit. They're just going to be okay with it. Do that first. Then you can actually start to do charity events. You can start to perform for people that maybe a nursing home, older people, or maybe you do a kid-friendly thing. You know, there's festivals and things in different towns. You could always volunteer your services and do things that way too. But the more that you're able to perform, the better you're going to get. And more importantly, the more comfortable that you're going to feel. And I think that's what a lot of this comes down to, is being comfortable in front of people. So a couple thoughts about that. You definitely don't wait too long to do it. I'll tell you that much. Because once you do it, you're going to be hooked and you're going to want to do more of it. Yeah. Performing for people is great. Show the 3-ball juggling. Where do I find this 3-ball juggling that you keep talking about? David says, get addicted to reading. Yeah. And it's also, yes, it's very addicting to buy magic tricks too. I'll agree with that. You agree with the best gimmick is the one that can be used in different variations. For example, with the deck of Svengali, you can make a lot of different tricks. Yes, you can. Well said, Oleg. Do you have something that could be called this gimmick multifunctional? Which one, Oleg? Which one? How can I start networking, connecting to get gigs? And what's the difference between a good magician and a bad one? As subjective as that sounds. Networking, connecting to get gigs. Again, volunteer yourself. Have business cards. Hand them out. Something I've also mentioned in a past episode of these is to go to a networking mixer. People that are in networking, different cities, they'll have mixers. People from different areas of business will come together and they'll show off their services. And you're around like-minded people. Magicians, I don't think, tap into that. But as an entertainer, each of those vendors or people could find some use for a magician, I'm sure. So that's another way to break into performing and getting gigs, is to be around people that are looking for unique ways to advertise their products. And I'm telling you, networking mixers, a hot spot to do that, for sure. Yeah. So, yeah, good. It's on your channel, David. All right, I'll see if I can pull something up, David. I'll see if I can do that for you. All right. Let's go back to Facebook first. We are almost hitting the 2-hour mark, so we're going to wrap this up in a little bit. But I did want to make sure that I get to as many of these as I can today. We have a lot of, it's been a relaxed day. It's been a fun day. Really enjoyed hanging out with you guys. So let's see. Renee is out there in Miami. Nice to see you in Miami. John Sorrow, happy late birthday. Thank you. I appreciate that, John. For those of you who don't know, my birthday was Sunday, so that's why people are giving me some love. And the friends and say, hey, I know this magician. Yeah, so if you perform for friends and people, the word of mouth is a very strong thing too. That's John's comment right there. Well said. Yes, sir. What's your opinion on Exact Change by Mr. Wilson? It's a good one. It's a good one. It's well made. It's fun. It's good. Different offbeat effect. Wedding fairs. Wedding fairs are popular in the UK and business breakfast networking events for chatting to business owners. There you go, Rob Dodge. Thank you for that. Heard that. James Beck, do you these live sessions on a regular schedule? Love this. Oh, thank you, James, for that. First of all, we do these live each and every Wednesday at noon Pacific, 3 p.m. Eastern Time. We stream both on our Facebook page, which is where you're watching James, and also on our YouTube channel. We're in both places at once. We have 2 different audiences watching the same show right now. So if you guys on YouTube ever want to come over to Facebook and see who's chatting over there, feel free to jump over and check us out. And vice versa for Facebook. If you want to see who's chatting over on our YouTube channel, speaking of networking, it's a great way to network with other magicians, is to check out the chat that we have going on with these shows. There's a lot of magicians out there all over the world. So yeah. Do I feel any older? Nah, I wouldn't say so, Bob. I feel sunburned. I got some sun. That's about it. Yeah. But we do these each and every week, James. If you are interested, any of our viewers, to keep up with us when we do these, because they are a lot of fun. make sure that you keep up with those notifications. Just turn them on, and every time we pop up, you'll know about it. So that's pretty cool. Yeah. Ben Cook, good to see you. I see you just popped on. Welcome, Ben Cook. Always a pleasure, my friends. The JOL Plus is possibly the most versatile card to wallet in my mind. So much can be done with it. All the pros I know and trust use it. All right, so check out the JOL Plus wallet, guys. That is one coming from Mark Waddington, a real worker, and some real advice. So again, that is the JOL Plus wallet. Very versatile card to wallet. Daniel Rick, some places have the real man's wallet for $30. Cannot go wrong with that. Cannot go wrong with that. What is the oldest move in sleight of hand, Stefan? Oh my God. I mean, I would assume a vanish. I would assume so. I don't have proof of that, but I would assume so. Yeah. Austin Brooks joined us. Hello, Austin Brooks. Let's see. I'll never understand why wedding magic isn't a thing in the States. It is, but I don't think it's nearly as popular as you have it over there. I'll agree with that, Mark Waddington, for sure. Yeah. There's a niche to tap into or create for someone. Yeah, well said, man. Well said. Our club gained a new a new magician, maybe. What is a new Daniel Ricks? What is that? All right. You know, someone was asking about Gregory Wilson a moment ago and his exact change. There is something else I can hook you guys up with right now if you are new to the show. These are 5 free tricks from Mr. Gregory Wilson. They are sent to your email. These are downloads, of course, but you get one new one every day. And great teaching, some fun stuff. I think there's even an impromptu thing or two in here too. So if you'd like to do that, we will hook you up right now with all the details on how to get 5 free tricks right about now. And the first one will arrive today. So have a look at this real quick. We will come back, answer some more questions, and get out of here sometime in the near future. But right now I'm just having a blast hanging out with you guys. I hope you are too. This is always a good time. And we will be back in just a minute.
I'm going to do everything I can to not sound like a sales pitch. But listen, 5 free tricks right out of my repertoire. They're fantastic, part of my immodesty, but they're impromptu. Listen, pens, bills, everyday objects, anytime, anywhere, you'll love it. Just hit the subscribe button, have a lot of fun. We'll see you on the other side. You can always hit the unsubscribe button. I don't recommend it, but did I mention free? 200, 300, 400. What? It's great. We'll have some fun. All I have to say is limited time offer. While supplies last, operators are standing by. See you soon.
And there you go, my friends. Some goodness from Mr. Gregory Wilson. Have a look. You will not be sorry. Greg's a good guy and a great teacher as well. So whatever you do end up checking out from him, you know, you'll have no problems learning it. All right. There was a good comment out here, actually, from my buddy Daniel Ricks. He said something about gaining a new M. What he meant to say was he gained a new member for his Magic Club because of this show. I think that's really, really cool to hear because he's at Daniel, I think he's in Florida. I think you're in Florida, Daniel. Here he is. He's got a group of magicians that he hangs out with. Someone tunes into this show, maybe on YouTube, maybe on Facebook, and now they've joined the Magic Club that Daniel goes to because of this. That's one of the big reasons I love doing this, is because we're able to connect with each other. Whether it is live right now while we're doing this, or even after the fact, we're all able to come together every now and then and just be together and talk about this stuff, hang out with it. Look, I'm just the guy in the middle, keeping it all together, put all the pieces together, but that makes me very happy to hear that you even have someone now that's joined your Magic Club because of this show. So that's pretty freaking awesome. I love to hear it. Ines, appreciate the happy late birthday wishes. Thank you so much. All right. Rob Dodge, operators are standing by. That's right. So very cool. I love to hear those type of things. It just, you know, it just feels good to know that we're not just helping with magic, but also helping, you know, people get connected, you know, when it comes to this stuff too. Love to hear it. All right. Let's jump back over to YouTube and see what you guys got to say over there too. All right, here we come. Hang on tight. Here we go. Do you like America's Got Talent? Rogue Magic Ass. Is that the Rogue? Is that you, Rogue, from New York? I think it's fun to watch. I'm not like a avid watcher and avid viewer. I don't watch it religiously. But I think it's a unique platform. It's the summertime. A lot of people are reaching for stuff. I'm a sports fan. Not a lot of sports on TV right now. So I think it's fun to see some variety. And as a creative person, as an entertainer myself, I think it's fun to watch other people get up and try to make those dreams come true. So yeah, it's fun. And if you are Rogue Magic from New York, the guy that went on America's Got Talent, I'd love to hear your thoughts on, do you like America's Got Talent? Because you were on there. Where can I find the performances of those 5 free tricks? Stefan, I don't think that there are performances. I think it's just you see them as you get them in your email. So, sorry. I think it's very important to know when you're ready. I've been working on Magic for 2 years, and there are very few people who have seen me perform. You need to put in the work before you perform. Yeah, well said. Very well said, Benz. I am still going, Brian. Yes, I am. Just any video. All right, Dylan. We can pull up some of that. Is that you, Dylan? Is that your account? Gimmick Rebels? Is that you? Again, if you guys are just joining me, one of the things we do like to do from time to time is we will go on to Instagram and show off some of the stuff that you guys are doing over there because I can pull up your accounts in real time. Also do magic for everyone you see in line at the grocery store, quick tricks for your server while waiting in a restaurant. Yeah, I mean, anywhere and everywhere. Chris Cram, you're right. Will help you feel more comfortable when you perform. I wish I could be more active in these. I'm always watching from work. All right, Rob. Maybe one of these days, make something happen. We can hang out and chat live. When is Tarantula 2 coming out? In the next 2 to 3 weeks, I think. I think it's the 17th. I think the 17th is the release date, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. Which is not that long from now. Luke is always going. Thanks for that, Luke. Yeah, you got it, Mark. David, US3. All right, so I'm gonna do this. David has been really cool, hanging out, waiting. So I'm gonna try to bring this up and see if we can watch it together here. So give me just a sec, guys. I'm gonna try to pull up a YouTube clip from one of our live viewers. He's watching over on YouTube. He's asked if we can try to check out one of his videos. And David US. Let's see. So, which one's, what's the name of it again, David? Let's see. Because we've got 3-ball juggling, all 3. This is the one from 3 months ago. Is that the one? If it is, we can try to pull that up for you. I want to make sure that Gimmick Rebels is a magic group that I'm in. Okay, gotcha. Someone says, charge what you feel is in your heart. I mean, I think you got to base it on your experience too, 3-ball juggling, all 3. Yes, all right. So this is the one. All right. So this is our buddy David. He is watching right now over on YouTube. A juggler as well as a magician, I'm assuming. And so we like to try and hook up everybody with, some love from time to time. So let us see if this is going to show up okay. Might have to resize that one for him. Yeah, we'll do that real quick. Give me a sec, and I will get this played up for you, David. And I appreciate your patience, man. I know you want us to feature you now for a little while, so I appreciate you waiting for me, bud. All right, so here we go. I'll bring this up. This is from his YouTube channel. This is our buddy David Uhas. He's watching right now over on YouTube. So we're going to bring that up right about now. There you go, David. Here we go. He's outside, and he's going to show off some of his skills. So let's check out David together. I might zoom in a little bit on it. He's definitely killing it already. This is fun. Got some talented guys out there, I tell you what. I'm going to zoom in a little bit here for you. There he goes. He's killing it out there. Nice. People think magic takes practice. Juggling is crazy. What's really funny? I'll let him finish before I say this next thing. That's great, dude. Wow. This is David Uhas right now, guys. He's watching on YouTube. So if you're watching on YouTube right now, give the guy some love. All right. Good stuff, man. Good stuff. All right. And again, David, appreciate the patience. You know what's funny, though, when it comes to jugglers? Oh, I don't know if it's funny. It's just the reality. Have you guys ever been to a magic convention? It is the juggler at a magic convention that always gets like the standing ovations. The jugglers steal the show, which is why they usually, wrap up a magic convention. You know how they have the gala show, the evening show. They'll usually feature a juggler in there, and they kill it. Those juggler guys just kill it. Yeah, so looks like the guys on YouTube are enjoying that, David, as well. Definitely nice to see some love for our buddy David out there, so that's cool. And you're welcome, my friend. Luke, a lot of things take practice, especially if it's in the entertainment industry. Well said, Curtis. Very well said. Yeah, I mean, nothing's easy. If it was easy, we'd all be doing all this type of stuff, right? So, yeah. It's funny. Some stuff looks so easy. As a magician, isn't it weird that we go out of our way to make what we do look effortless, but it's like it's anything but. We go through such extreme measures to hide the hard things that we do. It's kind of weird, isn't it? Like, we practice all these really hard moves to look invisible just so no one will see them, but we spend sometimes months and years to do that just so no one knows what we're doing. It's weird, right? Yeah. Struggle is real, as they say. Yeah. Just looking at some of your comments along the way here too. Yeah, you guys are really enjoying that type of stuff. Daniel, maybe you check out the latest performance on my Instagram. At the moment, he asked someone during the ambitious someone asked him to do something that he okay. We can try to check that out. I haven't tried to pull up another Instagram account. We need to know what your name is, though, Daniel. Oh, there it is, Danny Magic. I'll try that. Is it the latest? It is the latest performance. All right, so let me just pull that up. I'll try to anyway. There we go. Grab that. Sweet. There we go. Ever met Vernon? I never did. Yeah, did anyone out there meet Di Vernon? I would love to know that. I wish I could have. And Jennings as well. Really wish I could have met Larry Jennings. Yeah. Oh, well. All right, so we're going to pull this up right now. This is our buddy Daniel watching over on YouTube. We're going to bring up his Instagram account. Let's do that right about now. It's important for us to see what you guys are doing out there. Latest performance, Danny Magic. Just going to have a quick peek at this. So unfortunately, I don't have the volume for any of these videos. I do that to kind of protect our feed. Facebook's really easy. They find it to be very easy to pull a feed down if some music doesn't play. If it plays, they don't think it should, if it's like copywritten. So I will show this clip over on Instagram, but unfortunately there won't be any audio here because I don't know if you've got any music going on too. So we're going to check it out. This is our buddy Danny Magic. Our buddy Daniel is doing some magic for some people. So let's check it out. He's watching live right now over on our YouTube channel. Card goes into the middle of the deck here. Looks like some ambitious. I think he said someone challenged him to bring the card to the bottom of the deck instead of the top as well. So we got the 4 hearts on top. Let's see here what we're going to do. So got the 4 hearts. Goes back into the middle of the deck. Right about there. And back on top. All right. So now I think what he's saying is, all right, now I want you to make it go down to the bottom. I think that's what he was saying before. It's like a challenge. So he's got the 4 hearts, goes back to the middle of the deck. And did his little move, and now it's on the bottom. And now the guy's like, oh, come on. That's what's fun. And that's something else that you only learn. I'm going to give that some love, of course. That's something that a lot of people ask me a lot. I'm glad you showed me that, Daniel, and good job, by the way, thinking on your feet. What happens, Luke, if people try to challenge you or call you out? Well, Daniel had in his arsenal of sleights a way to control the card to the bottom of the deck. It's good to know more than you need to know sometimes, because what happens if someone does challenge you? it's helpful to know these things that will help get you out of situations. And that's why I always think, and don't do every single site that's out there, because I only try to use the ones that are helpful in a lot of different ways. And that's definitely an example there. I think he did a pass, got the card quickly to the bottom. People didn't know what he did, and it was there. Always think on your feet. A lot of the pros call it jazz magic. Not because they're doing it to jazz music. They're just jazzing on their feet. They're going off their gut. You know, they're just performing whatever happens in the moment. That only happens over time. And the more that you do perform, the more you find yourself getting out of these situations because you know what to do. And that was a great example there from Daniel of doing that. And thank you for sharing that, Daniel. Looked like you definitely were able to hold your own with that, which is pretty cool. All right. So enjoyed seeing that for sure. Let's go back over here. He says it was the straddle pass. That's cool. All right. I just saw his comment popping up. Right about there. Straddle pass. Yes. Very cool. Rogue Magic says he bought Cube 3. That is cool. That is a fun one. Someone says they bought Tarantula. All right. That's another fun one. What's up, Charlie? How we doing? Good to see you, my friend. Always a pleasure. Mr. Charlie. No conventions in my country, Greece. What should I do? I'm 15. I mean, unfortunately, I mean, I'm not gonna say unfortunately. I mean, that's a shame. When you get a little older, I mean, maybe travel for a convention. I mean, when I was growing up, I did travel all over the place to go to conventions. I saved up every penny I had, every bit of money I had, and I would go to a convention. There are quite a few in Europe. So maybe you could go with a friend, or maybe get your parents to go with you. You could take a train over into Europe. I know England, the UK, they have a lot of lectures and stuff and conventions. You're going to probably have to go outside of Greece to see other magicians. But the nice thing is, though, you do have the internet. You got things like this to kind of help you out in the meantime. So that's pretty lucky, right? Oleg, I like the trick with the Rubik's Cube in America's Got Talent. Have you got this trick? Just does the cube to the top and catch it. Yes, Oleg. It's actually something we produced. It's called Cube 3. It's by a guy named Stephen Brundage. We actually did a live Q&A with Stephen. You can find it on our YouTube channel. Is a replay. But yeah, that's called Cube 3. And it's a really good one. It does come with a cube as well. Yeah. I'll catch a ball very dramatically in performance, make it look harder when practicing and try perfection. Everything changes how I perform. That's cool, David. That's cool. All right. And I will bring up Cube 3 so you can see it. Greece is in a... Yeah, I know. And I'm sorry to hear that, for sure. Yeah. But yeah, let's bring up Cube 3. It's one of those Murphy's Magic produced products that we're very proud of. And we're proud of all of them, of course. But it's definitely one of the more popular ones, for sure. People really got excited when we released this. And I think a lot of it is because people don't really see Rubik's Cube magic every day. So when it hit and people saw how visual and cool it is, people lost their mind. So let's take a look at Cube 3 together. Here we go. Okay. Now, I'm assuming this is the guy you're talking about. That's Mr. Stephen Brundage right there on America's Got Talent. This is our product. This is the name of it, Cube 3. Again, it does come with a cube. It's not gimmicked. It's just a cube Stephen recommends for solving purposes. It makes it easier. So, yeah, that's it. And give a little... I'm not going to show you the whole thing here, but this is Stephen's performance on America's Got Talent. There he is. And his career has blown up since... let's go back to see what this is. So he's going to do the bag solve. Let's see what this one is first. His career's blown up. He took a chance. He went on the show. And after that, now he's just busy, booked all the time. So this is one of the solves that he's going to do. I think this is the one where he uses the bag. Yeah. So he's going to show a cube going in a bag. I think he has one of the judges name a color. And then when he pulls it out, it's solved. Yeah. So that is one of the things that he did on there. You can watch the full performance over on YouTube. Just check out Stephen Brundage, America's Got Talent. He's one of the good guys, too. And again, we did a live interview with him here on this show. And you can watch the replay on our YouTube channel. So have a look over there if you want to learn more about Stephen after AGT, Rubik's Cube questions, a lot of good questions about everything. It was a very popular live show that we did, for sure. Yeah. All right. Let's take a look over on Facebook again. I see an old friend popping up. Howdy, John Kerry. Howdy, sir. Good to see you, man. How'd the joy seeing Shutagawa last night? That's awesome, Nick. That's a fun thing to do, man. Love to hear that. That's cool. Matthew David Shealy, always a pleasure, man. Hey, Luke, I put up a little 4th of July video on my IG. Would you mind checking it out? Of course, man. You kidding me? Of course. Let's do that. Always happy to shout you out, my friend. Good to see you, brother. Hope you had a good 4th. All right. Elm's account. I'm curious to know what people's arch nemesis in Magic is. That mover routine that they just can't quite nail. That they wish they could. For me, it's Coin 1 by Homer Leewag. I bought the DVD at FISM 2012, and I still can't quite get it perfect. One day I will, though. John Kerry says, Elmsley count. I doubt that, John. Work the brain harder so the hands don't have to, yeah. I'm not singing a song, John Kerry. I'm not singing a song. What are you talking about? Yes, we will look at your stuff, though, Matthew. Matthew will pull it up right now. You take care, Bob. Thanks for popping by. Good to see you, man, as always. All right. Hello, Luke. Great. In a few minutes, started my live show, so bye-bye. All right, Leo. Well, good luck with that, buddy. We'll see you, man. All right. Let us now jump over to Instagram together. Check out our buddy Matthew. Matthew is a regular viewer. Just a good old guy. Just a good guy. And if I'm not mistaken, he plays some frisbee golf, some disc golf from time to time, too. Or is that? No? Oh, I'm thinking of someone else. My bad. All right. I'm thinking of, what's his name? I think of the other guy from Instagram. My bad. All right. So let us go to Matthew's clip. I'm thinking of Ryan. Here we go. Matthew David Shealy. And a little piece of Madge. Here we go. Check it out. Let me pull this up. Here we go. There he is. Magic by me. Matthew David Shealy. There we go. He is at the U.S. Naval Base in Yokosuka, Japan. So he is one of the guys that's out there keeping it safe for us over here. So thank you for that, Matthew. Here we go. Happy 4th of July. This one was from yesterday. Let's see. We got a little, looks like a little white shoelace. It's coming out blue. Got a little color change going on. There we go. All right. And all the way. Nice. All right. Now I got the blue one. What's in the hand? Oh, it must be white. Nope. Oh, it's red. Sucker. Nice. And in the box, we got the white one. There we go. A little red, white, and blue action. Very cool. All right. Going to give that some love. Thank you, sir. Good stuff. I like this quote. Someone creates a trick. Many people perfect it, but its final success is in front of an audience. Depends on the person who presents it. Make sure you guys can see all that. There you go. That's from Rene Lavande, you know. God rest his soul. One of the true legends of our craft. I'm definitely going to love that one. Yeah, he did move recently over to Japan. Sounds like for the next 3 years. And it looks like he's finding some magic over there. Some Tenyo stuff. So that's pretty cool. Give that some love, too. Very cool. Nice to see you there, Matthew. And if you have any other questions about any of the magic stuff over there, be sure to give me a shout. I know you've done that when you first got over there. So let me know if you got any other questions for me. All right. What is this? Talking of new releases, I've heard this is rather awesome. What are you doing, John Kerry? What are you doing? Let's pull this back up. What are you talking about? Welcome to Kerry's Scene. What is this? What is it? I want to know what this is. Okay. Well, Murphy's beginning quiver. I'm not sure, Peter. That's I'm not part of the sales department or new product acquisition, so I'm not sure what to tell you there. What is this? You know what? I'm gonna have to check that out. Let me pull my feed down, and then I want to see what John Kerry is sharing with me. Let's see. What is Kerry's Scene? Let's see what this is. Ah, okay. He's got a magic e-journal. Okay. All right. Well, you know what? John's a good friend, so let's check it out. Looks like our buddy John Kerry has a new e-journal, magic related. Feel free to go check that out. Looks like he's got some essays and tricks and stuff in there. It looks like it's all free, so that's pretty cool. If I'm not mistaken, it's... Or is it not free? I don't know. Coming soon. All right. We're only selling our inaugural... Okay, so it might not be free. Okay. Yeah, check it out. That's pretty cool. I'm a big fan of John Kerry's work, so have a look at that. All right. Cool stuff, John. Always up to something, aren't you? You're always up to something. Let's see what he's saying over there on Facebook. Thanks. Yes, of course, you got it, man. There was another comment over here on Facebook, too. Let's see. Cool things, Luke. Headed out to work here in good old Japan on this lovely Thursday morning. You guys take care. Yeah, you too, Matthew. Be safe out there, too, brother. All right. Well, John Kerry is one of the most famous magicians here in Europe. I love the man. Yes. Good stuff. Kerry's the man. Speedloader wallet is much better, easier loading, and no slides. It loads super fast. Real Man's wallet has issues with loading, I heard. I've never had any issues with the loading, but I have heard good things about the Speedloader wallet as well, so I can't knock that. Yeah. Just told Kathy you rock. Well, John Kerry, thank you, man. Appreciate it. Appreciate that. Kathy's good people. I like Kathy. All right. Okay. Let's jump back over to YouTube, and I think we will start to wrap everything up. Let's see. Let's jump back over here. And hello, YouTube. Howdy. I have Cube 3. I like it. It comes with instructional PDFs for speed cubing. Yes, it does. Yes, it does. Horrible Elms account flashbacks. All right. That was sick. Can you check out my Instagram, Anthony Bowler, if you want to hook me up with your name? Sure. Why not? Whoa, John, Kerry, and Peter Turner in the house. Nice. Well, we love you too, Luke. The cool guys are on YouTube, though. Yeah, I hear you, Mark. I hear you. Rob Greeley, I do find the loading of a full card tougher in the Real Man's wallet, but I decided, F it, and started just Mercury folding the cards first. Yeah, that was for me. Like, I used to use the Masika wallet, which I don't know if he still makes it, but it did require Mercury fold as well. But I didn't really have any trouble with the Real Man's wallet. I know that it was a little tough to get the card to come out, but I thought that was actually a good thing, because it's like, well, if it's hard to get it out of here, it's impossible to get it in there, you know? Let's see. Man, yes, Scott. All right, I hear you. You're funny. Thanks. There's always a comment about that on each episode somewhere. It's funny. And I'm a little sunburnt. For those of you guys just tuning in, I was away in Puerto Vallarta, Mexico over the weekend. Had an amazing time, and I brought back the sun with me. Here, I'm burned. It's good to be back. Good to see you guys. Yeah. All right. Let's see if I had any other last things to share with you guys before we start to get out of here. We're over 2 hours right now. It's pretty crazy. So we talked about the True trailer. Again, you guys do see it over here. No, over here. Menny Lindenfeld will be joining me live next week to talk all about his brand new release called True. Visual stuff. That's all I'm going to say. It's impromptu as long as you have rubber bands. This does come with rubber bands. Specifically, they're made for rubber band magic by Joe Reinfleisch. He's the one that supplied them with this, so you do get some rubber bands to learn this the right way. We're going to have him live next week, Menny Lindenfeld, noon Pacific, 3 p.m. Eastern time, to talk all about True, give you the ins and outs about it. The last time we had him join me, we talked all about Oxbender. It was a great Q&A, a ton of questions about it. And you know what? Curtis is saying dramatic. Yeah, let's watch it again. I'll show it to you one more time, just because. And then we will start to wrap things up. But yeah, he's going to be joining me next week to talk all about it. So if you guys have questions about it or any of Menny's other work, feel free to ask those questions in too. But yeah, you know what? For Curtis, I will run the trailer one more time for True. And then we will come back, answer a couple more questions, and we'll start to wrap it up for the day. All right? So here comes the trailer for True, what we'll be talking about on next week's show. And then we'll start to get things wrapped up over here. All right? So here comes True. Make sure I got this all set up for you. Yep. Here we go. And then we will have Menny on next week's show. So I am listening out there to you guys. Curtis suggested me to do this, so why not? We'll do it one more time. Rob Greenlee, Senki's paperclip is the reason I initially learned the Mercury Fold. That's a good reason to learn it. What book do you recommend getting for minimalism? 13 Steps to Minimalism by Corinda. Again, that is 13 Steps to Minimalism. That is a good book to check out for that. All right, my friends, this is the trailer once more for True. That's what we'll be talking about in next week's show, so I figured why not give you one last look at it before we get out of here. So I will be back in just a minute. Check this out and get to some last questions you might have or whatever. All right, be right back.
Let's try this. Look, give me your hand. I'm going to tie the rubber band on top. So now I want you to hold your hand tight against my hand like this. I want you to watch this point right here and just push right through.
No! Yo! Unbelievable! Unbelievable! Wow, wanna see it again.
And I have here some rubber bands. I'm gonna put the rubber band on my finger like this, and I'm going to tie my end of the fingers like this, all right? So now we have the rubber band trapped right there. It doesn't go anywhere, that's the idea, okay? And watch this, 1, 2, and it goes right through my finger. Give me this hand, okay? I'm gonna take the rubber band, and I'm going to tie these 2 fingers. Now, go like this with me, okay? Now you are going to do this. So grab the middle right there, and just push right through.
And there you go, my friends. Another look at True from Mr. Menny Lindenfeld. We will have him live with me next week. Same place, same time. Noon Pacific, 3 p.m. Eastern Time to chat all about True. So if you have questions about it, feel free to join us next week. Mark it on the calendar. Turn those notifications on so you do not miss that very special episode next Wednesday. I believe that is July 12th. It's going to be awesome. Also, if you can't join us next week, but you do have questions, if you're on Facebook, post those questions between now and next week on this post, on this live feed post, and I'll do my best to go through there and find any other questions you guys might have. I know not everyone can always join us live, or if you're watching over on YouTube and you have questions for Menny and you can't make it live either, feel free to post them in the comment section of this video after it goes up as an on-demand. Your comments you're posting now, they are not saved, so make sure that you do that. Okay, a couple last questions, thoughts, whatever from our friends over on Facebook. Let's see, gotta go, Luke. Good to see you. Yeah, good to see you too, Nick. Always a pleasure as well, sir. Chris Smith, another great show. Thank you, Chris. Appreciate that. By the way, I don't get any money from John Kerry. All right, John. Sounds like Daniel's phone's been hacked. That's not cool. Stefan, your setup and stream looks very professional and great. Thank you so much. Appreciate that. Things are only going to get better. Better and better and better, I promise. We are only going to get better as we go forward. I promise you that. So good to see you guys out there, and only the best for you. That's right. And things will only get better as we go forward, I can promise you. Very proud of that. There was a question out here on Facebook from John Carey. Usually I should be the one asking him questions. But he had a question for me, so I will try my best to answer that for you guys. John Carey, yes, the John Carey, wants to know, says, your thoughts on routining and construction loop. You know, for me, a lot of it depends on the type of routine and the situation that I'm constructing it for. For my own performance style, I try to find things that, number one, interest me. So routining-wise, I try to find magic that kind of relatable to me, so that when I perform it, it's kind of just an extension of me. So when it comes to the routining itself, I try to find tricks that I genuinely like, and then I get excited to perform, and then I tend to blend them together. When it comes to construction of tricks, sometimes I construct tricks based on necessity, like the trick Skycap I came up with, for example, construction-wise. The original idea / construction of it came about because we've all had that time somewhere, someplace, where you go to take the top of a bottle off and you can't get the thing to turn or twist. And so you take your shirt or a rag and you use it to get the cap off. So I always thought in my head, wouldn't it be cool if you could take a straw and drink through the cap and then restore it? And then when it comes to like TV stuff and things like that, I try to create magic for the situation so it makes sense. Because, you know, I'm also a fan of very organic magic. And so I like being able to do magic with just things that are around and stuff like that. So the magic feels natural, I guess. So, you know, I think all of us, and I mean, John, yourself included, you're fan of different magic techniques, different magicians, different creators. And so it seems like you've kind of picked the things that speak to you and build off of those. And I think that's a good foundation for anyone, myself included, to take the things that work for you, zone in on them, and then make the most of them. Because then it feels genuine. And as you know, John, as a performer, people know when you're being genuine and when you're not. And I think the magic should be as close to an extension of us as possible. Because even when we have the routining, when it comes to the performance of it, the performances usually come easier when you present it, when the magic is stuff that is relatable to you too. And I usually do that with every trick that I perform. There's some patter or presentation that actually has something to do with me. So I think as a whole, it's just good to have things relatable to you. So it's kind of a roundabout way of saying all that, but I would love to hear your thoughts, John, more so than mine when it comes to those type of things. 'Cause I feel like I'm speaking to the choir on that stuff, but I'm sure you have a totally different view of your own when it comes to some of that. So yeah, means a lot to see you live, bro. Thanks, Ines. Nice to see you join us as well. And Ines, where are you joining us from? Sometimes I can pop up someone's name. I'm not sure where you're studying. John says, yes, indeed. If you're genuine, it builds connection. Reciting lines for the sake of it zones people out. Yeah, I mean, it totally does, right? And to me, anyway, it feels like I'm able to connect with people better when I'm connected to the magic. It's another reason it kind of bothers me when people just do what everyone else is doing, because what works for someone else doesn't always work for you. But it seems like people now are just, it's like these trends of like everyone's doing the same type of stuff, which is unfortunate, because when people hire a magician to come back, they're not hiring you necessarily because of the tricks that you do. They're hiring you as well because they like you. And that's something I think a lot of people miss out on. Is it's not just people aren't just paying you to do tricks and stuff. If they're repeat hiring you over and over again, they're hiring you because they like you. Any magician could do tricks, you know. And John says here, the magic has to breathe. Yeah, it totally does. Yeah, well said. I like that. I like that a lot. So, good stuff. Let's see what the guys on YouTube have to say about some of this stuff, because I know we got a bunch of smart, clever guys over there too. Let's go back over to YouTube, and then we're going to start to wrap this up in just a minute. All right. Happy birthday, by the way. Oh, thanks, Chris. Appreciate that, man. Thank you. All right, your birthday is July 2nd. Chris, it was on July 2nd. Mark Call, crap. I think I am as addicted to Luke's show as I am buying Magic. Always solid advice here. Look, you got it, Mark. That's funny. That's funny. Daniel, we'll see you next time. Thank you for joining us. All right. Great show as always. Hope to see you guys again. Sounds good. Stefan, hope to see you as well. Harrison, hello. Nice to see you here. I'm first time here in On-Air Magic Conversation. I'm have a good experience and appreciate all of you. Thank you for your invitation. Oh, cool, Oleg. Well, I hope it's not the last time we see you, buddy. How's Mark? Excuse me. Mark says, "How's Matt Franco doing?" You know what? They're about to change his theater to his name. It's going to be the Matt Franco Theater, so I think he's doing good. Life is good for that guy. Yeah. And again, Alec, the book I recommended for minimalism is 13 Steps to Minimalism by Corinda. It's a great resource for minimalism. Absolutely. Yeah. Thank you, Anthony. Appreciate that. Anthony, you wanted me to check out your Instagram, right? So if you want to put your name in there one more time, I think I should do that, and then we're going to start to go. All right? But you did want me to pull up something of yours on Instagram. So, yeah. That's, again, guys, we're doing this more and more. So if you have things, that you're thinking about putting up or you want us to look at, I am more than happy to do just that. All right? Cool. And don't forget, next week we will have Mr. Menny Lindenfeld. That's going to be fun. So if you guys can join us, I think you have a good time. And if you do have other people, magicians, artists, that you want us to talk to, let me know. Post them in the feedback section as well. Not only are we looking for questions from you, for our guests, but also feedback from you guys about future shows, things you want to see, more stuff you want to see from us that we're not doing for you, or new things you want to see us do. Let us know. All right, there's Anthony's info. I was just waiting on that. Let's see. 5th video down in the middle. All right, so 5th video. He's on the news. All right, Anthony was on the news, so we got to see that. We got to give him some love if he was on the freaking news. All right, give me just a sec, guys, while I pull that up. Our buddy Anthony chilling out right now over on our YouTube channel, watching live with us. So let's see what he's up to. I wonder if I didn't grab your account because it's saying that page is not available. Let's try one more time. Let's see. Anthony, I'm not able to. There we go. For some reason, it keeps adding in these extra bits here. Let's see. So we said 5th down in the middle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, let's go. I think I see it. I got you. So Anthony is our friend watching over on Instagram right now. No, not Instagram. This is him on Instagram. He's watching over on YouTube right now. Anthony Bowler here. Looks like he was on TV recently. And I did like that already, for the record, because I do keep up with what Anthony does, and a lot of you too, over on Instagram. So I have seen this. So unfortunately, as I tell you guys all the time, there's no sound for the big reason that we are streaming on Facebook and YouTube, and Facebook's very iffy about music and stuff, and I didn't know if there was going to be any music on any of these clips. So very cool to see him on TV. Looks like he's there in Indianapolis promoting a show. So that's pretty awesome stuff, man. Keep it up, Anthony. This was him backstage, it looks like, getting ready to go on TV, so we're going to love that one too. Looks like this is a group of guys that he did the show with, so of course we're going to love that too. Anthony's a young guy out there living the dream as a performer. Looks like he started up. Oh, he's got a new video up too. All right. And what's he doing there? Oh, that was from the show. He posted a screenshot of being on the show. Sweet. Love it. All right. Well, Anthony, man, you keep up the good work. If you guys want to check out the rest of his stuff, there's his name. Have a look. That's what this should be all about, guys. And I'm going to come back up as we start to wrap up this show. This should be about all of us supporting each other. It's not about what you have that someone else has as far as followers or numbers. It's about us all as magicians kind of helping out each other. And I think sometimes that gets lost because of competition. That's a shame, So support the good people that are out there, and in return, they'll support you too, because that's the way it goes. You know, we're magicians. We should all be helping each other, not trying to compare and compete. At the end of the day, it's kind of silly. You know, we all love the same stuff. So, yeah. All right. As a magician, we have to come up with a paradigm for our magic and think about what magic means to us. Well said, Chris Cram. That will help us make the magic tricks our own instead of doing someone else's routines. Yeah, that's a shame when you see someone else doing a cookie cutter routine that someone else has created. That's always a shame to see that, for sure. Yeah, no bueno. Don't like to see that. It's easy to copy someone else. It's hard to be the first to do it, you know? Looks like John Kerry had the run. So, John, good to see you, my friend. Hope all is well. All the best from Sweden. Can we please check Capture trailer? Do you still perform Capture? I do definitely perform it. I don't have it queued up right now, but if you guys want to check it out, you can see Luke Dancy Capture online. You can check it out over there. Yeah. I don't like to promote my own stuff. I don't like that. Danny always says the spectators are the show. I like that a lot too, John. I like that. Yeah, a lot of good wisdom and a lot of good people over here. All right, cool. Good people. Smart people. All right, my friends. I think that's going to wrap us up. I do want to keep this up for a second, though. On the screen, you do see Mr. Menny Lindenfeld's face and the time, place, whatever. There's no time. We will be right here on the Murphy's Facebook page and YouTube channel. That's July 12th, noon Pacific, 3 p.m. Eastern time to chat all about True. It's going to be fun. You guys should join us. Make sure to turn your notifications on so you know when we do go live. And that way you can join us and ask those questions you might have. So it's going to be fun, and we would love to see you guys there. All right. That's going to wrap up this week's show. We went a long time today, but that's what happens when we're having fun. Time flies. It disappears, as magicians like to say. Thanks for all the good questions today, guys. Thanks again to everyone that allowed us to go in and check out their Instagram feeds. You guys are doing some good stuff, and we are always checking it out, not just on these shows, but all the time. So make sure that when you do post stuff and you want us to see it, specifically make sure to tag Murphy's Magic or use the hashtag Murphy's Magic. We do go in and we see those, and we know what you're up to that way. And do make sure you're keeping up with us and following us on Instagram at Murphy's Magic, because we do go live over there sometimes too, and you will find out when, if you're following us, because these little things pop up and tell you when we are live. All right. So that wraps up this week. Good to be back. Hope you are all enjoying your summer so far. I know it's hot. At least it's hot here where I am in the middle of the desert. But I hope you guys are all enjoying your summer so far, getting out there traveling, seeing some family and friends and stuff, and performing. Hope you're out there finding some chances to perform, do some magic, get better. You know, and we'll be back again next week to do this all over again. Linda says it's hot where she is. Where are you, Linda? She's over on Facebook. Let's see where she's. I don't have a place there. But yeah, it's hot out here in the Vegas desert. And as I said on one of the more recent shows, you know, Magic Live is coming up here in the next little while. And it's going to be hot. So be prepared, but it's going to be fun. All the action does happen inside, so you don't have to worry about the heat. But it will be good. And I'm looking forward to seeing some of you guys out here in Las Vegas for the Magic Live convention. All right, it's coming up. Won't be too much longer. And we will start to do more and more of these weekly update videos. Not live shows, but videos too, like you've been seeing. Didn't do one this week with the holiday, and I was away as well a little bit. But there's going to be a contest coming up where you guys will actually name this new video series that I'm going to be doing. We'll do some giveaways to go along with it. Of course, the person that has the name that we end up using will get credit for that and get hooked up with the prize. And so that's going to be, I'll be posting a video probably the next couple weeks where you guys will name the new show. Not this live show, but the new weekly videos I'm doing. Right now, they're just, you know, what's new this week, just giving you guys updates. But we will be doing a regular series, and you guys will get to name what the show is, and the winner will receive some magic and the credit. And it's going to be fun. So stay tuned for that. It will be happening. I'll post that video both on our YouTube page and our YouTube channel and Facebook page. But the whole kind of contest will be going on over on our YouTube channel. So if you guys are already subscribed over there, you'll know all about it. If not, make sure you do subscribe to us over on YouTube. It's a great place to keep up with this show and everything else. All right. That's it from me. I'll wrap this up the way that I always do. And that's this quick little reminder that I'm here, you're here, we're all here because we are magicians. We love this stuff. We all got into it different ways because of different things. The one thing that is not different is that we are all magicians and that we all got into it for a reason. We love this stuff. And just don't forget that when you do perform and show people magic, that you never know who you're going to inspire as a result. Because what got me interested in magic and what got you interested in magic might be different, but look where we are. We're in the same place doing the same thing, and it's going to be fun. Peter's asking when's the next live. The next live will be next Wednesday, noon Pacific time, 3 p.m. Eastern time, and we will have a special guest. That is Mr. Menny Lindenfeld. I'll post a link on the Facebook page for you guys to see that. I have it already scheduled up over on our YouTube channel. And I will also have an event scheduled up over on our Facebook page. So you won't miss it, I promise. All right. So it's going to be fun next week, having a guest. We do these every now and then too. We'll have guests pop on, and our next one is Menny Lindenfeld. All right. So that is it from me. Hope you guys enjoyed the show. I know I had a blast hanging out with all of you. We have a lot of other really fun and exciting things coming soon, so don't miss out on those. And also don't forget, if you do have questions in the meantime, between the next show that we do, you can always reach out to us on the Murphy's Facebook page. Drop us a private message there. You can also reach out to us over on the Murphy's Twitter. That's at Murphy's Magic. Same account name over on Instagram, at Murphy's Magic. You can drop us a private message there. And if you want to also hit us up, we do have an email address too. If you want to send us your video clips to be featured on the show, we didn't do any of those this week, but we normally do. That is social@murphysmagic.com. You can also reach out to us that way, ask questions, or just send us your video clips you want to have featured right here on the shows. All right. That is it from me. I am out of here. Thanks for all the great questions, all the support, all the great feedback. I will catch you guys next week, and we'll do it all over again. All right, guys. That is it from me. Get out there, practice and perform, and practice some more. And just have fun with this stuff. That's what it should be all about, you know? All right. Catch you guys on the flip side.